Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people? Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Mikey K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuss, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Superman, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without y'all, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida. Detroit, the Incredible, straight out the ATL. James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Midday from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Checking in from Tennessee. It's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Mo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast and champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C, Y, E.
California.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2 division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr. PPC,
LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, a.k.a. the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbad 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chick Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people. There is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
What up, what up, what up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another one. And we about to beat the drum. That's right, because if you didn't join us yesterday afternoon, we're back to discuss the big fight. At least for this community. I feel like our community is excited for this fight with Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson. And obviously with Zab Judah saying what he's saying, I felt like it was necessary to come back because, you know, the legendary Zab is saying someone's getting stopped. But then he doubles down and said it will be Shakur stopping Martin. Martin is a dangerous opponent for Shakur Stevenson, but ultimately the legendary Zab Judah, you know, believes Shakur will get the stoppage. Now, Shakur isn't really the stoppage kind of guy, but I think maybe you guys are counting him out and forgetting that he's been sucking down so that he could be a multiple division champion. So, getting the stoppages in far-fetched, especially when he just got one over Shoshino, he was getting stoppages himself. People like to downplay Shoshino, but he knocked out Nakatani, right? Mm-hmm. Shout out to Hardin over here on Desert Inn Road in Las Vegas, Nevada. The biggest dispensary in Las Vegas when it comes to the selection of strain and bud. You know what I'm saying? I'm smoking on that top flower every single day, white ash. You feel me? Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this fight. I'm excited for this fight. I'm picking Shakur, and I really don't see upset, but hearing people call in and give their breakdowns and their reasons, it's like some people think Frank is actually faster. Some people think he can punch harder. I've been reading articles all morning, and there's a lot of reporters that feel that the only chance Frank has is to go to the body and not allow Shakur to dictate the pace, to continuously put the pressure on Shakur. Now that could be dangerous when Shakur's such a sharp counterpuncher. You know, he's a sharp counterpuncher. So that lack of power that people believe he has, those punches tend to hurt a little bit more because they're so accurate. But Frank is a good body puncher. We haven't really seen anybody go to the body on Shakur outside of Valdez. Frank has good footwork and fast feet, so maybe he can close that distance that Shakur is so great at managing. I think it was Brandon that was explaining how Shakur is always in distance to punch you, but not in distance to get punched by you, which is obviously one of those Floyd Mayweather traits, man. Um, but again, Frank has a lot to prove. The man's 28, but they like to call him a 30-year-old prospect. They like to round his age up. He can be using this for fuel to the fire. And for Derrick James, he's also motivated. His last performance with Frank wasn't the best. It didn't receive the highest of accolades, but he's also coming off the back of the loss with Earl, so he's got something to prove. You know, this can end up being a fight of the year candidate, but it all stems on the shoulders of Frank Martin. It's really what can Frank do? Because we know what Shakur can do. We know at what level he can do it, and we know how good he is at doing that. It's more about is Frank on this level and can he disrupt whatever Shakur's got going on, whatever Top Rank is planning, you know, this can throw a monkey wrench. You all know, if you've been listening to this show, you know I love upsets because upsets, they ruin the natural order of things. And, they create these side stars like an Andy Ruiz, who right now, obviously, we're maybe 5 years removed now from fucking Andy Ruiz upsetting AJ. And truth be told, outside of gain a bunch of followers, the best that he's done, that's the best that he's done is gain a bunch of followers. But, he really hasn't capitalized off beating AJ, again, other than gaining some followers and obviously raising his purse. But, like, he hasn't become a better, more exciting, popular fighter. He's just a paycheck that people are trying to get, and he's trying to get the most himself. So, not everyone who upsets someone becomes a star. I mean, even Buster Douglas, like, we remember his name, but where is he? What does he do? What has he done? Like, it's just like, you got to do a lot to become more than just an upset. Look at Mendoza, for instance. He upset Fundora, and his profile has grown, and it also got him in the big fight. That didn't happen for Andy, right? His upset ended in a loss after in the rematch. Fury, on the other hand, his upset, and I call it upset because, yeah, I didn't think he was going to do that. I will never let y'all forget it. I didn't think he was going to do that. So his upset landed him the greatest heavyweight of all time fucking tagline at this point. So, everybody's upsets aren't created equally, but if you are Frank and you upset Shakur Stevenson, the silver medalist, I mean, he's the closest thing to the 96 Olympics that we got, down to the tears. I'm shocked the internet hasn't put it side by side when Floyd cried and when Shakur cried. I'm shocked they haven't done that.
I'm sure somebody's done it. I'm sure somebody. But just want to throw out there, this will be the first southpaw Shakur has faced since the Jamel Herring fight. That was at 130 pounds. That was a unification fight for Shakur Stevenson.
But remember, he spars Bud all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
All the time from the southpaw stance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just, letting the fans know.
And isn't Emmanuel Chase southpaw too? I know he's way smaller, but I'm sure Shakur works with him too.
Emmanuel Chance.
Damn, I called him Chase.
He sure did. Damn.
So while you looking that up,
Yeah,
dangerous. How dangerous do you think Frank Martin is for Shakur? That's the words that Zab Super Judah is using. The left hand is sick. How I go? Left hand is sick, and I'm that slick.
How
left
dangerous.
hand to lean him a little past 6. Now go ahead with your little ass hits. Check the rap sheet, nigga. 3 classics. You don't know who that is, man, but you could guess, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think he dangerous, yo. Nah.
Is this based off the Artem fight? Why you don't think he dangerous?
I mean,
he's the biggest puncher that Shakur's faced, is he not? Shakur got a 50% knockout ratio. What Frank got?
Nah, Frank got a 67.
And Shakur got a 50. Right?
Shakur has a 50, yeah.
And who was a bigger puncher than Frank?
Oscar.
He ain't even stopped Blue Nose.
I'm telling you.
Frank's biggest fight, he stopped Michelle, though. At the end of the day, his biggest fight, he rose to the cage. He got a stoppage and a knockdown.
He ain't stop him, bro.
Nah?
That shit went the distance.
Oh, shit.
He dropped him, for sure. He ain't stopped him.
Last 2 fights, he got knockdowns. He got more power. Does he have the edge in the power?
Nah.
He got to be dangerous. He getting knockdowns late.
Nah, I'm just telling you that, on paper, Oscar Valdez has a higher knockout percentage.
On paper, it don't show that Oscar ain't got the same technique.
Styles
don't make fights.
But on paper, Oscar has fought far better competition than Frank
What's
Martin.
Oscar? Name 2 biggest wins for Oscar. Not his 2 biggest wins, but the 2 biggest wins you see for Oscar.
What do you mean not his biggest wins?
What is the 2 biggest wins you see for Oscar?
Miguel Berchelt and
garbage. And I don't mean he garbage. That's not a big ass win. Come on, we all know Berchelt wasn't it's a bigger win than it was because the way that he did it. But Berchelt, it wasn't like Berchelt was undefeated. It wasn't like Berchelt wasn't already you feel me? I'm not saying he was washed at all. He was a champ. Or was he? Because I feel like
Berchelt was a champ and Valdez knocked him out to take his belt from him.
Yeah.
He was a defending champ for years.
Bro, but Berchelt's biggest win is Francisco Bandido Vargas. Knock it the fuck off, man. These dudes is fabricated. Is it not? And I'm not in BoxRec. I'm over in the Hardin break room. He's in front of BoxRec. Come on, man. Berchelt is a tough Mexican with a Marquez-like style. And what I mean by that is he's not traditional Mexican.
Although I will agree and say that is Berchelt's best win is Francisco Vargas. It was an undefeated Francisco Vargas.
I know, but it don't matter. It don't matter. Vargas spiraled down. You could be the guy to say, yeah, well, Bandito started that. But look at what Radio came behind him and did at 7-0 or some shit. When he starts Vargas, when he spars Bandito, he was 7-0. Berchelt fought that dude when he was 30-something. And I don't mean years, I mean fights in. He had 30-something fights when he fought Bandito. All I'm saying is...
You saying Salido?
No, Bandido. I'm saying
Bandido had...
I'm saying Berchelt had at least 30 fights when he fought Francisco. So
Yeah.
Burchell had a bunch of experience. So he's supposed to be Francisco, who didn't have experience and was the younger fighter, you know. And then Oscar beat Burchell, because Oscar had the pedigree. He was the Olympian, you know. So it's all good wins. They not great wins. They good wins. Like for Burchell, the win over Bandido was a good win. Can't give him great because what did Bandido go on to do? You feel me? So then,
I mean, what had Bandido came from doing? Hold up. Let's just remember what he had came from doing.
he was a champ.
No, yeah, exactly. But hold on. Let's remember what he had came from doing. He was on the undercard of Canelo Cotto 2015. He fights Takashi Miura. Bro, that is fight of the fucking year. They both go to the hospital.
because and that's what I'm saying.
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
Rock'em sock'em. I get it. Then, it was still fight of the year candidate. Then he comes back from that fucking war. And then the day after the passing of Muhammad Ali on HBO, at the fucking StubHub, the War Grounds, him and Orlando Salido fucking fight to a fucking draw. It's a war, all out war, come to a draw. So he had just came off 2 tough ass fights, was still undefeated,
and was being written off. People were saying he's in wars, he's punchy, he taking unnecessary punishment. I bet you if we Google, they switch trainers. Man, stop this bullshit. And this Rock'em Sock'em fight of the year bullshit. This is sad, yo. I've been in this sport almost 13, 14 years. It's the same thing. Only way you can get fight of the year is if you kill each other.
I don't make the rules. But all I'm saying is it was Bandido Vargas who was coming off 2 fucking wars back to back. And it was Bandido Vargas who was undefeated. It was Miguel Burchell who had already been knocked out twice. You understand?
For sure.
So I just want to,
So what you trying to make a case that Burchell got to come from behind win or like an underdog win? And that's okay. We're still back to the same thing where I said
at that point we had
both of the wins are good wins.
I'm just not trying to take away from, from one guy. That's all. And I'm not saying that's what you was doing. I'm not saying that's what you was doing. That's why I was just putting things into perspective.
I'm saying anybody's resume could be ridiculed and broken apart.
Absolutely. And look, we said it.
All this shows is that Michelle Rivera win is a better win than what you think. Like, was Bandido a champ? Yeah. But how much did he lose in winning that fight? How much did he lose in that draw with Salido? How much did he lose in that knockout to Burchell?
We saying the same shit in the sense that it was a good win. We literally say it on the show all the time. Bro, if a fighter has 2 great wins, yo, that's
I'm just trying to get to this point. Oscar Valdez beat a dude that ultimately, at the time that Oscar beat him, meaning not when he fought him, when he beat him, Burchell had 3 or more losses.
2.
So then you got to compare that, because that's Shakur's best win, to Michelle Rivera, who, he ain't a champ. So right then and there, the Valdez has to be valued more.
Does it matter how long it's been?
What?
Since he had lost.
Burchell?
Yeah, I mean, he was on a 7-year win streak at that point. He was the reigning and defending
listen,
champ.
There's different parts of a person's career. Like Tevin Farmer, he had 4 losses early.
Danny Jacobs.
Then he went on his run. Danny Jacobs suffered a knockout loss early in his career on HBO. Then he went on his run and he got his WBA belt. So
and
there's
IBF.
different versions. Like you said, Burchell, he had losses and then he became a champ. But that doesn't remove the fact that at the time that Valdez beat him, after Valdez beat him, it should be a total of 3 losses. No?
Yeah, no, Valdez was his 3rd loss. Yeah. And again, I'm not trying to make it better than... Oh, no, I'm lying. Valdez was the 2nd loss, right? Yeah, Valdez was the 2nd loss. Nacatilla was the 3rd. So he had only...
Damn, Nacatilla knocked him out too?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That raises Shakur. And
Yo,
people were mad at Shakur because he
his first loss
was cautious that fight.
His first loss was the 1st round knockout.
Who, Berchelt?
Yeah.
Getting
Back
caught
in
cold,
back
man.
in 2014. So that's what I'm saying. He had only lost, but that one time to this Colombian.
Getting caught cold, bro. It's no bueno.
Bro, let me tell you, this Colombian has went on to do absolutely nothing.
I mean, it be like that, man. It be like that, you know? But again, I'm just comparing Valdez. Yes, he was a champion, but look, like, who's Valdez fighting? He just got bodied by Navarrete. People are demanding a retirement. I mean, what win is aging better? We really can't say because Michelle hasn't returned yet, but there's rumors that he's returning in October, I believe.
Now do you think it's fair that after only 2 losses, people call for his retirement?
It's never fair, but this sport isn't fair. But
I think sometimes it's warranted. No, I think sometimes people calling for retirement is warranted. I think we've seen more than our fair share of guys who fought past probably what they should have.
So something one of the trainers that listens to the show is saying is, what do we think about PBC not attempting to even win the purse bid? Does that mean they don't believe in Frank and they believe Shakur will, smoke Frank and make a statement here?
I think one thing,
because I was definitely hoping they won that purse bid and put this fight on the undercard of Earl and Crawford to make it tastier. I would have gave him 100 too.
Yeah, no, I know you were pushing for that, and I felt that was a great idea. I felt that it was a ambitious idea, but a great idea nonetheless. Look, we got to realize Frank Martin isn't with Al. He ain't Al's guy. He's with TGB.
Is he really though? Because TGB represented him. I thought he was man down. I thought that was an Earl fighter.
Yeah, he's both. He's with.
So it's a co-promotion. Like on paper, he's co-promoted by TGB?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh wow.
You and I actually was whoop, hold up.
Bless you.
Yeah, I mean, you and I was actually given that information, not that long ago. So he ain't with Al. Just want to put that out there. So, it had to be Earl and Tom Goose and Brown who felt like, all right, cool, we got the bread, let's put it up, boop, boop, boop. Look, man, I think it's cool. It don't bother me none.
But still, Al deals with TGB, Danny.
No, absolutely. But
so again, he could have went. It's not like he ain't talking to Al. It's not like he can't be like, yo, Al.
I don't think he is talking to Al.
No. I mean Tom.
Oh,
from
Tom.
TGB, who represents Martin with Earl. Because again, what the trainer is presenting is that there's no belief. If there was belief, there would have been a push to bid for the fight.
I think it had more to do with
Yeah, but your angle is he's not with Al. My angle is Tom has a relationship. So it's like, if I believe in Frank, I just go to Al. I'm Tom. I say, yo, Al, I think Frank got a shot at this one. Could you help me here? This will be a great fight to put on the undercard. We could charge 100. It'll take us back to the Floyd versus Canelo and Danny versus Lucas, baby. Give me that again.
And if I'm Al, what I tell Tom?
What?
Well, Tom, I think that's a great idea. Tell Frank that I just need my 15%.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if he's got to become an Al Heyman fighter to win a purse bid, that's a conversation they might need to have.
And then he might tell Tom like, shit. Well, Tom, if you think it's that great of an idea, you front the money for the purse bid.
If I'm coming to you, it's because I ain't got the money, and that's what an investor is. You feel me? Like, I'm coming to you with the idea. The idea is always worth more than the money. Remember that. It's always worth more.
That is true. Look, man, I don't know. I felt that, to be quite honest, that might have been their intention given how late.
Yeah, they accepted.
I mean, it was 11th hour, right? It was literally 45 minutes to an hour before the scheduled purse bid that reports came out. I think that Carl Moretti did a great job in offering Frank Martin something he couldn't turn down.
Is it Carl? Like Carl?
Correct, Carl Moretti. Who happens to be a Notre Dame guy. Shout out to my boy Carl. But look, man, I think he made an offer to Frank and to Tom and the team that they just couldn't turn down and couldn't risk taking a purse bid, Probably an offer that Frank hasn't, for money he ain't made before, and they probably took care of him. So I think that's why we didn't see the purse bid come to fruition. But I did expect it to go to purse bid again because of how late and last minute it was. Again, 11th hour. I was what's my guy's name? Jake Donovan. I was all on his page waiting for the news, and it didn't go to purse bid. So again, I just feel like it was an offer that they couldn't turn down for Frank. Nice shirt though, champ. I like that shirt.
Thank you. Shout out to FTWR. These were one-offs, man. They not in productions because I don't, Bud didn't accept.
I don't
but who knows? Maybe he wants this version for the second fight.
Yo, you're Wreak Havoc. You're like the third or fourth comment I've seen.
Oh yes, I know. Don't even say it.
What?
About Mike Stafford.
No.
Well, we need to. Let me actually.
But I appreciate the compliments, and I don't know if there's like a relationship. I got a Mexican aunt who's married to a German guy, but I was in the military and I spent a few days in Germany, and I actually bought this. I was supposed to go to Germany a second time, and I bought this ahead of that trip. And because of COVID, we didn't stop in Germany. But yeah, I think this is a 1992 World Cup jersey. So he said, how many Southpaws has Martin fought? I was going through his resume. I didn't see a single Southpaw. I don't know that I got to everybody. I believe I did though. I didn't count them, check them off. But I'm pretty sure I went one by one, and I ain't see a single Southpaw. So
what in Shakur's resume?
No, Frank Martin.
Oh.
There shouldn't be a rematch clause.
But he had to been working with
oh,
Earl.
Absolutely.
Earl had to been giving him some type of rounds, not full fledged. I'm gonna break your rib rounds, but Earl had to have gotten in the ring with him.
I don't think he's gotten as many rounds as Shakur has with Bud though.
Why?
It's just been too many pictures, too many clips, too many videos, too many instances, and I know that they stablemates, but Derek made it clear they train at different times. I mean, who's the last Southpaw?
So it is confirmed, bro.
Before Bud, who's the last Southpaw before Bud that Earl fought?
Last Southpaw before Earl. I don't know. Earl fought. I don't even know. I just got hit with the sad truth.
What happened?
The former trainer of Adrian Broner, Mike Stafford, passed away yesterday. I had got a phone call about it yesterday, but I wasn't able to confirm it. And someone just texted me because yesterday. I mean, let's be real.
Mike wasn't even that old though.
I know, but he been ill for a minute. Behind the scenes, he had been ill for a minute. I want to say at least the last 2 years, it wasn't. It was always rumors of him being ill the last 24 months for sure. Even yesterday when they told me like, yo, you heard about Mike? I'm like, what? He's sick again? And they like, yo, that's funny because that's what I said when they asked me, did I hear it? I'm like, what you mean? He's like, bro, he passed away. I'm like, hell no. You got that confirmed? And obviously, that was Adrian Clark. I was talking to, and he told me that. But now another respected trainer confirmed it, who's very close to the situation. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the 10 count
Damn, man,
and the
that's so
blackout.
unfortunate.
Yeah, rest in peace, Mike Stafford, man. He was definitely a great person to me. You know, all my interactions with him were always positive ones. You know, I mean, he's the reason I even had a relationship with Broner, truth be told, in the beginning, obviously, you know. Uh, and he worked with a lot of these professionals, you know, and the amateurs, you know, just like Kevin Cunningham and Coach Barry and got Barry Hunter and Ken Porter, you know, all these guys, you know, they were part of that circle, man. Just sucks, bro. Just sucks. I hope Broner's taking that well. I know, you know, they were super tight. So hopefully he's in decent spirits at this time. But
Yeah, definitely send our prayers out to
the family.
the family, and honestly all the fighters that he's touched along the way, bro. You know, Coach Stafford being in this business for so long. So
You were saying so what?
yeah, man.
Nah, yeah, it's bad news, bro. It's unfortunate, man. What's this? Oh, the Stafford family. Read it.
Nah, I mean, so this is just Facebook, so I don't know that it's true or not. You
Oh,
get what I'm saying?
what? So they saying different?
Yeah, they saying different.
Nah,
So 30
nah.
as of
How long ago?
31 minutes ago.
What they saying?
They saying on behalf of the Stafford Fur family, my uncle is in very critical condition, but he is not deceased. This is very disrespectful to his children, grandchildren, and the rest of the family.
Yeah, I don't
And
know. I'm
friends.
not gonna say who just told me, but who told me, I'm sure they not mistaken. You feel me? Because they're very close to the situation.
All right, well,
You know, um, yeah, it would
we'll
be
just
hard.
keep
But if
keeping the air
look,
out, I
but
guess.
look, if they are mistaken, that would be the best mistake, right? Like
No, absolutely,
more life, my
absolutely,
dude, more
absolutely.
life, man. Um,
Again, that was just a Facebook post from from somebody. So
yeah, you know, unfortunate news, man. Regardless, but
moving on.
back to the subject at hand. Actually, let's get to these super chats. Who's the first of the day? Avid boxing fan. Why is it that it's hard for you to get fighter interviews? And Ellie Setback, every other video has video calls with fighters we speak on here. Good morning. I mean,
The time.
Ellie is not a truth teller though. Ellie just, you know, does what he does, and he's a pioneer for that. I've gone as far as giving him a physical award in 2016, presented to him physically at our appreciation night. I respect Ellie for what he's done. He's opened the doors for, you know, hundreds of us to do what he is doing, but we are not the same.
The time too, I mean, look, we was just trying to get Jesus Ramos on the show, and it's like we do live interviews.
Yeah.
So if 6:30 a.m. and it's too early, and 4:30 p.m. is in the middle of your
I
training
mean, look at what
session.
Demetrius Andre told me. He's like, bro, I'm not talking to you at 9:30 a.m. That's too early. But what can I do? You feel me? That's my time shift. Like I'm not about to, push my shit back. I'm already putting in a bunch of hours. So like I gotta fit my interviews into that time. And Ellie is also in the field. Remember that Danny gets interviews from Shakur all the time in the field, right? He gets interviews from Devin in the field. Like it's different. Ellie is in the field. Um, I'm right here in studio, so getting guests in studio is a little bit
Live.
different.
I repeat that, live. Yo, speaking of in studio though, we should get the studio next Friday at Hardin, cause ain't no fights next Saturday.
Whatever, I like it over there.
And next Friday
Best dad ever. You here though? You here for a reason. If we gossip, what you doing here? What you doing here? You TMZ watching ass motherfucker. You see how shit backfire? Speaking of backfire, how you gonna call us gossip, but you sitting here listening to the shit?
listening to the backfire.
He's so silly. I'm telling you, they don't be knowing. It's so sad that the lack of education, because it's like if you say things out loud before you really like say them out loud, you'll hear yourself speak,
Yo,
and then you know not what not to say.
Jerry Forrest is fighting next week
Oh, word, where?
in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh yeah, that's just a get back.
Yeah. Glenn DeZern. Glenn DeZern.
Oh shit, he's fighting Glenn DeZern's friend, Sean Cruz
yeah.
DeZern's husband.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah.
Wait, who's fighting him?
He's fighting Ernesto Guerrero. He's on the same card as Jerry Forrest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dusty Hernandez is on that card. Yup. So, bro, everybody fighting next Friday. Joey DeWeco, he's on a separate card. Then you got this Showtime card in San Antonio. Then you got the DAZN card in TJ. Then you got the Top Rank card in Corpus Christi. Yeah, everybody fighting next Friday. So it look like we gonna be at Hardin. I'm gonna text Madison.
Yeah,
now.
get that locked in. Get that locked in. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's about 700 of y'all watching. We're gonna open up these phone lines. Get your opinion on whether or not you think Frank Martin is dangerous, whether or not you think Shakur will get the stoppage. Actually, let's do that poll. Danny, you can do that, right?
Yeah, what you need, champ?
I mean, I guess
early predictions.
No. I think we got to do. Is Zab right? Is Frank dangerous, but will Shakur get the stoppage? And then that can be your answers. Like Frank is dangerous, Shakur will not get a stoppage. Frank isn't dangerous, Shakur will get a stoppage. And then you could do Frank dangerous, Shakur still gonna stop him. And I don't know, right? Shit like that.
Shit like that.
Shit like that. This afternoon, let me check my calendario. We have scheduled to be on the show Andre Rozier, who is the trainer of Demetrius Andrade for the big David Benavidez Andrade fight. Now, I was on the phone this morning with sources close to the camp. And even though both camps are saying contracts is signed, it's so weird how this business works, right? So I'm like, bro, but both people saying the contract he signed. He's like, well, maybe one is signed, maybe the other one isn't signed. And I'm like, but they both saying they signed. He's like, there's no date. I'm like, so I don't know. I mean, I believe it's going to happen. They told me to wait until next Tuesday.
Okay.
So we'll see. But that was dope to get that call. It was like 5 a.m. over here. I'm like, what up? You feel me? That was pretty dope. So you getting the poll in order?
Yes, sir.
I'm
yes,
going
sir.
to the callers then. We about to open it up.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/The Boxing Voice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
So, my sources just said, not to mention them, but according to what they were told, they were supposed to take him off lifeline support yesterday at 3:30. If they didn't, he was not told that. Again, I believe him to be very close to the camp from my years knowing him.
I got you.
And again, what we said was never intended to, offend the family, only in respect of the family and for Mike Stafford. If it is not true, even better, right? More life. Moving on, lines are open. If you want to call in, voice your opinion, we have Discord available, Twitter Spaces available, and obviously our landline available. Stay wavy. I see you. My man is becoming a daily caller. I've already memorized the number. What's going on, man? Good morning. Whoa.
Good morning, TVB. That's what it do, man. Daddy, what it do?
What up?
Salute. Buenos
Hey,
dias.
man, for all y'all, for sure, buenos dias, amigo. You know what I'm saying? Que lo que? Yeah, my boy. I'm in a bad area, so let me know if I'm breaking up. Do I sound clear?
So far, so good. You had a little something, but it's good.
Okay. All right. So for everybody saying my Frank had problems in his last fight, Frank, and I actually rewatched the fight last night, and Frank was putting in round 6, man. Frank, he almost stopped him twice in round 6. I didn't say he almost stopped him, but
Stay
You
wavy.
sound horrible.
We gonna come back to you when you sound better. Cash app for a counter
We're all
punch
set.
from Cliff.
Get back to me next call, Ness. I'm talking to someone.
You got it. Trees, Toledo, Ohio.
Yup.
Yo.
What up, though?
What's the word?
What up, though? What up, though? Ness, Danny, what's going on? Good morning, fellas.
Top of the morning, champ.
On some real shit with this Frank and Shakur, I just really got some real I got a question, though, on some real shit. I'm here. It's a good fight. We've been talking about it, whatnot. My question is, though, you think this fight gonna get, some real press? You think, they're gonna be doing, say, the $1 million worth of game interviews, or it's the top ranked fight.
Yeah,
so
I
know
think because of Shakur. I think because of Shakur, and obviously because of who this guy's attached to, right? Frank. I would hope.
So I'll tell you that I think it depends when the fight happens. If they do this fight November 16th, which is one of the two mentioned dates, that I just happened to throw out there weeks ago, I think it'll get a lot more. I think we'll get pay-per-view-esque type of promotion only because Top Rank will take advantage of Formula One and all the promotion and the tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that'll already be in town.
But that's
for
what
it.
they originally wanted to do, and now it seems like those plans are being shifted according to Dan Rayfield's reports.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
See, my thing
and
I was looking at it
hold on, Trees, and we're gonna give you time. We're gonna give you time. It's like I told you yesterday, bro. I was always told the New York date was a possibility. I just think, but I was told that November was a priority because of the attention, because of the promotion, the crossover appeal that will be there. So hopefully it is November. I think again, if it happens that week, start his clock over. I think if it happens that week, it'll be pay-per-view esque feel. But if it doesn't, I think they'll still get some good shit. Heisman night is still a big night, and hopefully we get some big push. But go ahead, Treese.
Okay. See, my thing was I was wondering on that because I'm hit that it's a top ranked fight. You feel me? And I know that they don't do the all access. I know that's the PBC
They
Showtime
do
thing.
they do
So I
other
was looking at it
things.
with
They
the
Yeah,
do
all.
it's called.
camp life and they do a lot of stuff. Christina Pancha visits. They do a lot.
Okay. See, I'm just not as I ain't gonna lie, I'm not as privy to top ranked shit when it comes like the all access shit. That should be in your face. That seems like it's a whole lead up with that.
I
With
think
top rank
Top
when they
Ranks
do
is
that shit, it
called
seems like
Blood, Sweat,
you
and
gotta have
Tears.
the app. I got the app and all that shit, but it's like you gotta dig for
Nah,
it.
it's
Like
on
you gotta dig
YouTube.
for it.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. But look, you gotta realize.
Okay.
You gotta realize. Showtime. They don't have a Showtime boxing page, right? It's Showtime Sports. So
Sports. I get
they
that's
shit's a
true.
lot
That's true.
bigger.
That's true.
Bro, they have
Different type
won
of budget.
Emmys.
Different budget.
No, definitely a different budget, bro. They've won Emmys. All access. There's been all accesses that have won Emmys. So they just on a different level when it comes to all access. You got to realize Floyd. They had Floyd to get that going. So that's always
I
been
was just
bigger.
curious because I want Frank. We want Frank. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm thinking because it's like because we know who Shakur is. You feel me? It's just Frank Martin. I'm asking about this shit on some real shit on Frank Martin behalf because it's like we don't really. I ain't really heard Buddy talk like that. Like I don't know his type of. You feel me? Like his type of demeanor or his like how he like you feel me? Like how he living. Besides the fact that he fuck with Earl or the fact that he trained by Derrick James and all that shit like that. Like I mean we don't really know much about Buddy, but. Hey, and one more question: is y'all doing like a Charlo and Canelo fight party or anything like that?
Man, we trying, man. We trying. I'm
It's
trying.
too late, man.
I don't think so. I don't think it's too late.
I think it's too much
I think
risk.
I think it's probably not gonna be as big or as many people as it was for the Spence Crawford, but I don't think it was
Big
ever.
risk.
I don't think it was ever gonna be that many people.
Big risk.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big risk.
Well,
Like
I don't
the-
know if y'all
like-
fuck with it. I'm gonna be in town. My man's I went to college with and shit. He having a little shindig and whatnot, so I'm gonna be in Vegas type shit around that time. If y'all do something,
For sure.
just yeah. But shout out TBV, shout out Toledo, Ohio. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Be cool.
You know it. You'll be the first to know, Trees. Don't you worry. Cliff with a counterpunch. What up?
Yo, what up? What up? I'm glad Denny's here today because this goes back to last night. I had to eat dinner, so I couldn't really get busy and keep chiming back in. But Denny came through this morning and he basically says what I was saying. He's like, yo, they offered him something good because I kept saying it's a payday for Frank, whatever. But Danny like, yeah, they probably offered him something good. That's why I didn't go to purse bit. And then you ask Danny if he's dangerous, and Danny said no, he's not dangerous. So he basically, in a very conservative, calm way, said what I was saying. But
I just
this
don't
is
think
called
so,
to
champ.
separate.
Like Cliff, you gotta understand. They saying Frank made 75,000 with Michelle Rivera. If Michelle Rivera was fined 15,000 of 100,000, what the fuck did the B side make?
Bro, the point is that this is good money for him.
But it's
Do you
not a
get the point?
payday.
It's
I'm
good.
all we're arguing is semantics. I'm just arguing the fucking word. Cause in boxing, payday means money, man.
Can I tell you what I think the case is?
What?
I think that whatever the final payday is, he getting not just the most he's ever got, but he getting equal to or more than 30% of what the share would be. So let's say the pot is 3 million. Let's just say the pot's 3 million. He getting 900,000 or more,
No, he ain't.
and Shakur is getting the
No, he
2.1
ain't.
or more.
How, Sway? How? I Googled it, bro. Everything that's been reported, my man ain't never made 200 grand.
No. And I was just using a number. I'm just using a number. I don't know that that's what they're getting. I'm just saying that because why not let it go to purse bid if you're guaranteed to get the 30% there?
Because it costs you more to promote the fight if you don't. I just told you we got a text. That they ain't go to purse because they ain't believe in Frank because they believe Frank gonna get smoked. That's what I'm saying. What costs more? To let your fighter go over there and get smoked under someone else's promotion that they got to pay for everything, or win a purse bid, now you pay for everything for your fighter to
I
get
ain't saying you
smoked.
gotta win it. What I'm saying is the 30% is a 30% if it go to purse bid. If Top Rank win it, you still getting that 30% regardless because that's the rules. So what I'm telling you is I don't think they let it get to that point because whatever offer they got was equal to
or greater than
or a little bit greater than and they looked at it
but
like
greater than what? Because purse bid we don't know. You could get a match room to come and blow everybody out the water. It's 30% of the final bid, 30% of whoever wins. So how you gonna send me a contract and tell me, look, this offer is 30% of what it would have went if we do go to purse bid? Motherfucker, you don't know what the purse bid gonna be.
No, but that's the thing. They don't know. But if Carl's talking to Tom and Tom already feel like, yo, we don't believe we're not gonna bid, and he like, well, shit.
But Carl, Danny, and I'm not trying to be a psychic here, but there's no way Carl will show his hand of how much they willing to bid.
No. Of course not.
Right.
Of course not. But he's offering the fight to Frank, brother. So if he offering the fight to Frank, I'm like through Tom Brown, and Tom know he has zero intention on bidding on this shit.
Yeah.
Why not take the offer?
But we still saying the same thing. The only thing you and I are difference on is that we don't know what the 30 would have been. Do it go to purse
not.
bid?
Nobody, not Carl, not Tom, because anybody can bid.
Exactly. So that's all I'm saying. That we can't say that the offer is greater than or equal to, Bobby. What you mean? You see what I'm trying to tell you? The offer was good, but we don't know what the offer would have ended up being had he won the purse bid.
Correct. Could it have been more? Sure.
Absolutely, because Top Rank.
If you Tom Brown, and again, you don't have the intention on bidding on it.
But that's why I went to the 11th hour, because he knew he didn't have Al's money, so he did his best negotiation for Martin without showing his hand that he can't bid. But the truth is, if they fake the bid, Top Rank gonna come out they fucking pocket, because there's no way they gonna let they silver medalists who've been on their TV since 2017 fight on another network and lose. Here's the thing,
though.
I'm listening.
Some people felt that had it gone a purse bid, that and Top Rank lost it, that they wouldn't have let Shakur go over there.
And that's possibly true.
Because let's not forget,
you know
he's also in line for the WBO.
But you know what happens, though, also? Shakur sees, oh, okay, y'all don't fuck with me like the way y'all say. Because if you ain't bid for me, if you ain't win for me, you won't believe in me. I mean, it's a title on the line. It's a title on the line. So, like, if Al believed, he would have called Tom himself, like, yo, bruh, that dude you got, we going to purse bid.
I mean,
we need that belt over here for Tank.
I'm gonna be quite frank with you. If Al believed, he would have believed, after the Michelle fight.
But he did. They put their money in him, not in Michelle. They sold Michelle up the river. What the fuck are we talking about?
If Al believed, he would have believed after the Michelle fight.
All right, so look, I'm with you, right? In terms of Al is a different person and thinking process than TGB, right? But people seem to think TGB is Al Heyman.
I mean,
and obviously we know physically they're not, but what Al wants is what TGB does. I'm trying to say that's not true. That's just a narrative. Because before TGB, there was Lou DiBella. After Lou DiBella, there was King's Promotion. So Al always had a TGB. He always had a Tom there. It's that you gotta not fuck up. And we heard stories of King, and we heard stories of Lou. So now they on TGB. If TGB fuck up, somebody else gonna get the job. Somebody else gonna get the job. That's how I see it. So it's still what Al wants. And if he don't want Frank in a purse bid situation, you ain't in a purse bid situation. That's it. Ain't no money. TGB, they not
I mean, all
Again, at
all I
least
know is
King's Promotion
man,
put his own shows on. At least King's
man, that's
Promotion
cool.
used to put his
Look,
own
bro.
shows
All
on,
I'm gonna say,
and still do.
look, that's cool. All I'm gonna say is, we knew Al wasn't going for Earl going across the street for no bud. He ain't going for nobody he believe in going across the street. That's all I'm fucking saying.
I mean, and we saying the same thing. That's what you see. You believe that he ain't letting nobody he believe in go across the street, and I'm telling you, he ain't believing Frank. That's why Frank going across the
Yeah,
street.
but I believe that he probably ain't have as much say or as
In
much.
Frank, that's where you and I are having a debate. I
Yeah,
hope you
it's
understand.
not a debate. I mean, we disagreeing that, I don't find it to be that big of a deal like the fight's made at this point. I don't think he's gonna win the fight. I think that I think Shakur's on a different level than Frank. Um I'm looking forward to it, quite honestly. Even though I don't think he wins, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be promoted phenomenally. I think that is gonna be sold as far as with the fighters, bro. I think we're gonna have some shit talking. I think it's gonna be a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna do you how Bud did your man's. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a lot of back and forth like that.
So you insinuating
Hey,
it's
yo,
gonna
right
be?
there, right there.
Oh shit!
Who the
Who
fuck is
this?
this?
Who the
Yeah,
fuck is this?
this
Calling in
me.
me at
Y'all
3.
never said nothing. Y'all just
Who
you
is
just started
me?
having a
Who is
conversation. It was
me?
entertaining.
Who
I
is
wasn't
this?
about to interrupt
Demetrius
y'all because
Andre?
y'all niggas was entertaining us. This Cliff.
This Demetrius
Y'all
Andre.
niggas,
He
I ain't
Who
said
the
never
it's
fuck
say
is
yo.
this?
shit.
He jumped in and
Paging me
said
at
it's me again.
5:46 in the morning, crack of dawning. Nah, I'm yawning.
My
Wipe
man,
the coal out my
Y'all was getting
eyes.
it in, yo. I was letting y'all rock. Y'all niggas didn't care about no phone calls. The next caller, y'all was getting it in.
my
It
man,
was
my
Who's
man
entertaining.
this
jumped
But
calling
in.
me and why?
He jumped in like
but
Demetrius
I ain't never say
Andre and
I ain't
shit.
yeah. I ain't never say shit, but right where Danny was at, like that was a good time for me to jump in because that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm glad Danny here because Danny is real. No disrespect, but that's either
Oh,
you listen, no Danny real, and that's you either fake or you just gotta get views and sell the show. No
what
disrespect,
the
because
fuck?
let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Danny. Start saying some
Danny,
crazy
you gonna
shit.
blow the horn for that bullshit?
Because yo, chill. I ain't trying to
I
disrespect.
know
I'm
you
just
not.
saying,
I'm
look,
not mad at you. Say what you gotta
because y'all be
say.
like, y'all always be like, yo, fan the man this. You ain't gotta be mad at me. Y'all always talk fan the man. I'm not fanning no man. I like Devin Haney honestly more than I like Shakur. But this is the problem. This is an obvious. This not obvious, but more than likely, Shakur is going to blow this dude out. More than likely, right? But you want to keep like promoting this faith. Oh yeah, what if Buster Douglas like boom boom boom, or this dude fought the Olympian. This
So
is
wait
it
a minute. So wait a
previously that he
minute.
struggled with. Hold on, no, don't cut me off yet.
Oh,
He struggled with because I got to make the point. Let me drive it home. You like, oh, he struggled with the previous Olympian. That was his stepping stone up to Shakur. So you keep making all of these excuses to why it could potentially be a good fight. But when Loma was fighting Devin, this is why you're a fan of man. You didn't want to hear nothing. You was on the show taking bets. Talking about, oh, he
was
gonna
I
sweep
right?
Loma. Oh,
Was I
you
right?
was talking. No,
What you
no, you was
mean?
not right
Me and
at
the
all. You was
judges,
not right
seen it
because that was a good
exactly.
competitive fight. To where that was
Me,
such a good fight that the
me,
majority of people
me,
didn't even have Devin winning.
bruh.
Like
That's
I
not
think
true.
Devin won, but it
That's
was
not
very
true.
close.
That's not true.
My whole house was going crazy. They was on the edge of their seat, like, damn, we lost the money. Please, no, Devin, do
Crazy as
something.
hell.
Devin losing the
Meanwhile,
championship
the
rounds and
judges gave it to
everything.
Devin
No,
9-3. The
that's
same
what
thing me
makes
and
you a
Danny was
fan
saying.
of man. Because listen, nuts, chill. You about to take. You could respond in a second. This what makes you a fan of man, and you fake because yo, you did all of that pumping Devin up, and that was a close fight, and it was close on paper.
Bro,
This
that
is not
shit
close
was
on
not
paper, and it's
close.
probably not gonna be close.
You
Bro,
stunting,
that was a
man.
close fight, bro. Everybody say that was a close fight.
But
Bruh,
I gotta be fair.
nobody.
I gotta be
Like
fair
that
though.
fight
Look,
is compared.
look,
That
champ,
fight is compared to if you in school and you about that life and you
champ,
about to fight. You about to fight a cornball. That nigga bust your nose, but me and all my boys, you beat the nigga up, but he gave you a good fight. Like
champ.
so
But look
you
though,
my nigga, right, Ness? So I'm gonna say to you, Ness, I'm gonna be like, Ness, You won like you whooped him. But we all know, like, yo, that nigga
Champ,
gave you a way better fight than
but
we was
look though,
expecting.
I gotta
We
be
was
fair.
expecting that corny
This is
nigga,
Danny.
you to walk over that nigga, but nah, you didn't.
Look, this
You
is
didn't walk
Danny.
over him.
Look,
And Devin,
hear
and
me
that's
out,
the
champ.
point. Go ahead.
Hear me out. I gotta be fair. Because I was taking bets. Ness was taking straight up bets. I was taking bets that Devin.
Ness was talking about rounds. Ness was talking
No,
about
that was
rounds.
me.
That
That
was
was
Loma
me. That was
Diaz like
Danny.
Becky
That was
Devin
me.
to
That
sleep
was
on.
That
me.
was
He was
That was
Danny.
me.
joking.
That was
But
That was
he
Danny.
meant it,
me.
though.
That
Bruh,
was
I'm out of here.
me.
I'm letting you go. You
That
lying
was
on my
me,
name.
bro. I'm the one bet on the rounds. That was me.
He lying out
I
here.
was the one super confident. Ness was the one trying to stop me. He was the one bet blocking
I'm the one
and shit.
telling him. I'm the one like, yo, don't bet motherfuckers that he won't win 4 rounds. Just bet that Devin gonna win. But I will admit that I did say when people like, yo, how you think it's gonna go? 9-3. 9-3. Gang, Devin Haney gang. That's what I was saying. And it went 9-3. Fuck out of here. Y'all just mad. I don't want to hear that shit. Fanning man my ass. I was right. You was wrong.
Yeah, but it
so
was
you
me.
gotta find a way to make me look bad.
It was me taking the bets
He
on the
gonna
round.
he gonna base his whole call off Danny and Danny's reactions to Devin and put them on me and say I'm the one that's not real. Somehow Danny's real. He the one was betting motherfuckers. I bet you that Loma don't win more than 3 rounds. That was his crazy bet. But I'm the fan of man. Y'all terrible. Y'all terrible.
I think.
But it's all right, man. Rodney Dangerfield. No respect, baby. Let's do it. I'm gonna get Jay out the way early just in case he ain't got,
headphones.
Yeah, because that shit was hard. It was horrible last night.
Right. I thought he got some.
No, he fixed it, then he went back to the bullshit.
Who next?
Yeah, Steve.
Jay, if you don't unmute, we can't hear you.
Bro, why? Who the fuck I owe?
Yo, 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
And we hear ourselves.
Can you hear me?
We hear ourselves.
Okay, hold on. Let me hit this button and see what's going on.
He gonna hit the hang up button. Boop.
Nah, I ain't gonna hit the heck, yo. Shut up.
How you don't like? He don't even got to do nothing special. It's just plug in the headphones.
Nah. These headphones, types of bullshit on it. Can you hear me now?
Hello.
I hear you.
All right, hold
And
on.
I
Let
hear
me turn
myself.
up. And I hear myself. Can you hear me now?
Just talk,
Can you
Jay.
hear me now?
Just talk.
Jay. Just talk. All right. I've been looking at.
We cannot
Shakur
respond to you.
we
so don't
cannot
ask any
respond to you, so don't ask any questions. All right. I've been looking at Shakur box from the time he got the silver medal, and the thing about Shakur was at one time he was a gym rat, but throughout of all his distractions, he's been more on social media than he's been in the gym. And that's one thing he needs to do. He needs to take this next 3 months, 90 days, and just be a straight gym rat, just like Bud Crawford. That way he can become a dog and win the fight. Other than that, Frank Martin is already a dog. And I mean, I watched the muscle twitch in the fastest punches that Shakur throws. They're decent. They really are. But Frank Martin's muscle twitch to throwing fast punches, he could throw 5 to 7 punches in 1.5 seconds. And he can do that consistently for 10 rounds. So you got to understand, it's not going to be a stoppage. It's not going to be a dog walk. Some people just, got to have something to say. But the truth is, Frank Martin is adequate boxer versus Shakur Stevenson. They're both equivalent. They're both equal. However, Frank Martin has a better inside fighting, and that's where Shakur is going to have to run. And if Shakur is looking like he's running, the judges are going to note that.
So then he won't get a decision. He's got to be able to fight inside as well. That's my call. Peace.
Yo, I hate that we can't talk because like I forgot some shit. But the one thing I did remember is he said muscle twitch is twitch muscle, and also he said Shakur gonna look like he's running and the judges gonna note that. But Shakur always on his bike. Every fight he used his feet, and they can't judge against him because his counterpunching ability is so good, and
Not
his
just that, but he usually
punch
fighting.
connect.
He usually fighting whether he going forward or backward.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He always countering. He always letting his hands go. So, and then it was some. As far as the gym rat, yo, I mean, I don't know. I always see Shakur in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you talking about he could throw his hands in this many seconds.
Yeah, he said Frank could throw 7
I don't
punches
know
in
what's-
1.5 seconds.
I don't know what stopwatch you got, bro, but you talking about 10 rounds. Shakur been the 12-round fighter. This a title fight, so I don't know, you know. But Carlos.
What's happening? What's
Yo,
happening?
you know, it didn't hit me till last night, and I ain't even start your clock. It didn't hit me till last night. I ain't know what you was doing, bro. That's the baby shark sound. The do 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 do. That's the baby shark, right? That's what you was doing.
The fuck is the baby shark?
No, he a dad
Hey,
now.
you-
I'm a
Yeah, I be
godfather,
watching a
bro.
lot of
I
that
got
shit.
I got goddaughters and godsons and nieces and nephews, bro. Yeah, they watch Baby Shark. That's where you got it from. It didn't hit me till last night, bro.
Baby shark. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, that's where you got it from, you little mom. Yeah.
Hey,
What's up,
hey,
though?
you smart. You smart. You smart.
You know, Uncle Danny
No,
love the
listen, hey,
kids.
hey, listen to this though. I was, you know me, CYP Discovery in the building. Found out some things. I was looking at 8-4 scorecards, right? Mikey versus AB, 8-4. Earl versus Danny, 8-4. Porter versus Alexander, 8-4. Now, those men are close to evenly skilled, and they went 8-4 to the superior fighter. Now I say to myself, is Frank Martin AB? Is he Danny? Is he that good in comparison to Shakur? Fuck no. And I'm gonna tell you why he's not. The best dude he fought was Artem Hiratanian, whoever the hell that is. Dude's 12-0. That was his last fight. Scorecards on there: 115, 112, 115, 112, 114, 113. Dude took a knee in the 12th round. That would mean without that knee, it's damn near an even fight with the best dude you ever fought. That's the reason why I got to be honest about Frank Martin. Frank Martin gonna get his ass kicked. Nobody has won 4 rounds on Shakur. The most he's given up is 3, and that's because he gave up the 12th round in 2 of those fights running around, and they gave that round to the opponent. But other than that, it's 10-2s, all his 12-round fights. To think that he about to go in there and win 4 of them, like there's nothing about Frank Martin, in all honesty, even though I like the dude, that says he gonna get 4+ rounds or come close to beating Shakur. Y'all just gotta, if you want to take the bet, come to CYP Athletes. We can take that bet to get official. We're gonna screenshot the terms. Because I don't fuck with y'all. It's like a screenshot the terms. That's the hashtag. Screenshot the terms. There's no way that dude is good enough to win 4 rounds on Shakur. It's going to be a good fight because they're both entertaining, but it's really not going to be that competitive. Nothing about Frank Martin's career up to this point has showed us
Is
that
you
he's ready
taking
for
the same
Shakur.
bet
Nothing.
Danny was taking?
8-4 bets. I'm taking all 8-4 bets. Who think he gonna win 4 cards? Got to be at least on 2. So if 2 judges say 8-4, you win.
Judges?
Two judges say 8-4, you win because it has to equal out to that. So if I'll throw one away. So if one say 120 sweep, fuck that. If 2 say 8-4, you win the bet. 2, all it's got to be is average out. You win the average, you win the bet. It's not fucking happening, yo. Like judges love the way he fights. They love the way he fights. They're not giving 4 to. If y'all listen, man, this is not biased. This is not biased. I like them both. He's not winning 4 rounds. He's not coming close to winning this fight. It's not his time. You may think it's your time, but it's not your time. Let's rewind this motherfucker. When we saw, I'm gonna use this for Danny. Jared Anderson in one of his fights didn't look so well, but that's okay because he's still building. We don't put him into his next fight with a Shakur Stevenson type. You don't do that. You don't do that to Frank Martin. Frank Martin, you'd have ran into a baby shark. CYP out.
I think this is where Cliff thinks I do spinning. You know, he called it fake. You know, other people call it spinning. I call it the other side of the story. You feel me? The other side of the coin. And you're supposed to learn from your lessons, you know? And that's what Frank had in that Artem fight, which me and Danny have been watching on repeat, you know, and he did damn good in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Artem's face, I'm rewinding it now, but Artem's face looked fucked
Can
up.
I tell you what I keep seeing that I believe, and granted Artem is orthodox, but I believe Shakur will showcase his skills in his body work.
Frank will.
No.
Shakur
will showcase his body work against Frank.
Why? Because you think Frank will be there?
Bro, Artem was landing body shots all night long.
All night?
All night. And Shakur, Frank loved going to the body too, bro. Shakur gonna come with some shit over the top. He gonna counter with some shit, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah? Oh, it's like that. Calling him count out.
I'm just saying there's...
counting my mans out.
I'm just saying there's different levels.
Levels too?
To this game. And if anybody believes differently, you know, I'm not taking round bets, but I'll absolutely take straight up bets.
So are you on the same belief though? He ain't winning 4 rounds.
Yeah. I mean, I think Shakur, like if it goes the distance, I think it's more of like a 9-3, 10-2 type of fight.
Damn.
You know, I think 4 is trying to think of a 4-round guy against Shakur.
Yeah, Brandon said how we let that slide. The only thing we can do when Jay and Dykeman calls in is listen, bro. We can't interact. My man is you know, a little bit older. He doesn't know how to get it right. So if we talk as a reverb, you know, it's an echo. So we just let him do his things, man. Looks like I got J Mac counterpunch.
J Mac, what's up, champ?
We don't hear you. We don't hear you.
J Mac.
J Mac. Let me come right back to that. Fats, what up?
Yo.
What up?
Man, I've been looking for this dude everywhere, man. I done mentioned them on Twitter directly. I done went in the chat and to CYP, what's up with the 4-round bet, baby? And all of a sudden, he said, I gotta come to West Coast and shit. Come on, man.
What?
He don't believe what he said, man. He said you gotta come to the gym to make the bet. Now he don't believe what he said, bro.
What you mean?
When we
Come
gonna
to the
make
gym?
the bet, CYP? He said you gotta come to his gym and discuss the terms of the bet. He probably was joking though. But CYP though, bro, you know I want the 4 rounds, baby. You know we've been talking about that. So don't take everybody else bet before you take mine. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to say right there. But I don't agree with Frank. I don't agree with Zab Jude. I don't think Shakur gonna stop Frank Martin. Again, I think he should win 7-5 or something like that, but I think it's going to be a close competitive
7-5.
fight.
Yeah, he giving Frank 5 rounds.
Yeah,
Danny,
I think it's going to be real close. I think it's going to be a good fight. I don't see where everybody.
I thought you was looking for a bet.
Like
I said I ain't betting rounds. I'm betting straight up.
You learned your lesson, motherfucker.
No, I mean
But
look, let me tell you why I'm not betting rounds. I think it's a high probability he stop him. So then they gonna be like, well, shit, Shakur technically ain't win the 8 rounds because goddamn it, he stopped him in 7. So nah, I ain't doing none of that.
Oh, you think Shakur gonna stop him? You think Shakur gonna stop him?
What?
Man?
Zab Judah thinking.
Oh well, let's bet on that. Hey Danny, let's bet on that. I bet you he don't stop him. You want to bet that?
I just said if he stop him, you get what I'm
So
saying.
you
That's
don't
why I ain't betting
believe
the
it.
rounds. That's why I ain't betting the
So you
rounds.
don't believe bet on the stop, bitch. I bet you that he don't stop Frank Martin.
How much you want to bet?
Can we bet that?
How much you want to bet?
We can
Wait,
bet
he
what you
just
want to bet 100,
inquiring.
200?
He just inquiring how much you want.
Yeah, he
When
not.
he
He
say
don't really
when he
believe
say
it. We can
no,
bet
because it could come off wrong. When someone say how much you want to bet, it make it sound like they want to bet. He just inquiring. Like if it sound right, then he might jump on it, right,
Nah, for
Danny?
sure.
See?
What you want to put on it? 100, 200? What you want to do?
I was just trying to see where your head was at, champ. You get what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna be straight.
Man, he
No,
playing
straight up.
around.
No,
He
no.
playing.
I'm gonna be straight up. Look, I'm gonna be straight up with you. Right? You listening?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what?
He gonna check the odds, but
Nah,
no,
but
yo,
that's
Frank
I don't
is a
even
big.
think I don't even
Listen,
think it is
listen,
no odds on
listen.
this shit
No,
yet.
listen, because I checked it yesterday. There's only money line, and Frank is a plus 420. He's actually the livest dog Shakur has ever fought. Danny, are you listening?
The livest?
Yeah, go to Pro Box.
You may feel like
Even
it's your
Jamel?
turn,
Yes.
but it's not your
Jamel
turn.
was more of an underdog. Bro, the lowest dude after Frank was fucking Valdez at a 575 plus. Like Frank's 4, bro. Somehow he's a plus 4. Yeah, no, they saying he should call toughest fight without a belt. Bro, I read an article this morning that said Frank is on target for a world title fight. They didn't obviously the article was before and that's not something astonishing. Like, yeah, I mean it's obvious. You beat Michelle Rivera, you number 1 in the rankings. Like, yeah, you on track for a title shot. You know, those are the things that they're supposed to be writing about you.
Danny, you need more time to ponder.
No,
You need more time to
we
ponder.
got 100 on that knockout.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a bet. Yeah, yes sir, Not lock it in.
All right.
Damn,
hey,
you always
Fats,
going
do
for
me a
that.
favor though.
Yeah.
Yo, shoot me a DM, cause you know people is weird. So not saying you,
Yeah, I
but
think
you
I
know
got
what?
your number.
No. All right, or text me. But you know what people have tried to do in the past? Yo, we bet this.
Yeah.
Show me where.
What you mean? You
bet.
live.
Then I should
Clip
be exactly. You know that's what people have done. So what I like to do with my bets and what we've done, CYP can attest to this. My other mans I bet on a Haney fight can we screenshot the message.
You lost on the Haney fight. How you win with Haney and lose with Haney?
No, I mean I
it's
ended
crazy.
up I lost that bet because I made the round bet, but I won overall because of the money line bet.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
man.
Fats, we'll lock that in. 100 on course stopping your man Francis.
Damn, you gotta send that to core. Yo, clip that. Clip that.
Well, I gotta send it to core.
I'ma send it to him. I'm about to clip
You
it right
funny
now.
as hell.
Clip it right now.
Sending
clip,
shit.
Clip. Bro, I learned that when they go low, you go high. You feel me?
I stay high, so
hey, shout out to Hardin if you ever
speaking
in
of,
Las Vegas.
Speaking
Look,
of being high though,
why you cut me off in the
I
middle
was
of
just
a
gonna
promo?
ask you.
Trying to salute my man. Happy birthday, Bonix. Appreciate you.
Yeah, happy birthday to DJ Bonix. Show.
Yo, you reposted
you don't need me
them
this
and
weekend?
I felt bad.
You don't need me this weekend?
What you mean?
I might leave.
Where you going? Oh, it's your birthday.
Nah, next weekend, but I might leave this weekend.
Where you going? PR?
Tip. I ain't even bet you, bro. What the fuck you talking about? Show
Danny
me where.
PR?
Show me where and why the fuck and if I owed you, what type of man is you waiting 90 days to collect?
You going to see Jake Paul in PR?
Nah, I might go to Chicago to the Bears game.
fams?
Nah, fuck that. Go to the Bears game.
Mac Attack.
You know it's crazy. I've been to like 4 Bears Packers games. I've never seen the Bears beat the Packers in person.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what's going on. Hey man, shout out to Cliff, man. That's becoming my new favorite caller, man. I was listening to the show last night. He got an interesting take. Shout out to Fax as well. I'm not doing around bets. Like I'm not doing a stoppage bet. I'm doing straight up bets. That's how I do it. So all that extra shit, I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know Shakur is gonna win that motherfucker. I know that for certain. all this, and but Facts actually should change his bet because I heard him say last night what Cliff called him out on was saying that a barbecue alert or what have you, and then you call him out on it saying that he said that he might beat him or something like that. I forgot what he said, but it was something crazy. So I mean, it sounded like
Yeah,
he
no,
just need to
every
go ahead
day.
and just bet me.
No, no.
Which go
What it
ahead, Ness.
is, what
Go
it
ahead.
Jay,
is, what it is. I promise y'all. By the time fight night come, he gonna be picking Martin, not just rounds, not just that he don't get
Yep,
stopped.
yep.
Because it started yesterday, he just broke it down, and he like, yeah, nah, he gonna do good. Then he
But
came back and he went harder, and now today he going harder, made a bet. So yeah, I believe what
Ness.
you're saying. It's gonna keep
Hey,
building.
it's by law, by TBB law. If he changed his mind, he got to be the first person I bet. I called him out on his show. He's saying it's the fans. He can't stand the fans. Man, hey, we gonna keep pumping that Shakur shit down his. Uh, keep pumping that Shakur shit in his face. To man, these dudes got me with this pause shit. Pump that Shakur in his face to he get it, man. He got to bet me though, man. I think he believe in Frank Martin. He need to be the first dude on TVB to go against the grain and prove us all wrong. So if he got a bet out there for the first bet, I bet him 50, 100, 200 if he changed. But like we gotta just keep letting him know what it is. For his Cliff, man, hey, look, anytime that dude want to counter punch, I will counter punch him back in. I like to do energy. He stay on your neck. I don't even know what he was getting on you getting on you about. That shit was crazy to me. But I did like his take last night. Shout out to the him calling Tank out for all that ducking he been doing. And I mean shit, that's my counter punch. And I think that's all I had. I'll use my call in.
all right.
All
Appreciate
right,
you.
Mac Attack. We got Jonathan Sims on the check-in.
What up, though? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good morning, BB. How you doing, Ness? How you
Top of
doing,
the
Danny?
morning, sensational.
That's great to hear.
Ooh,
And
Danny.
Ness, you know how I do. I'm gonna get into my spell. If I run over, bill me. And just thanks for the opportunity to speak on the platform. So today we coming from Romans 15:5. May the God who gives endurance and encouragement give you the same attitude of mind towards each other that Christ Jesus had. So I just want to speak positivity, and I hope everyone's having a good week, a great day, and I hope your week finishes strong. Um, so first, I want to say shouts out to Slugger from West Virginia. And as you mentioned, Jerry Forrest has a fight coming up. That's my boy. We shared the ring a few times. Just playing around. He never took anything serious. I'm a short, fat dude, so I can't really hang with him all like that. But he played around with me in the ring a few times. So best wishes to him. Um, it's sad to hear the news about my man Mike Stafford. I hope, like you said, he still got more life. If not, prayers to him. Cool little story about Mike Stafford. I actually was trained by Mike for a little bit while in Cincinnati. I want to say down on the west side of Cincinnati is this community center that he would devote his time to. And I was around 16, 17, and he helped bring the bitch out of me. Like he made me get in the ring, he made me fight, and he didn't let me quit. And I forever thank him for that because it taught me a lot about myself and about perseverance. So, shout out to Mike Stafford and his family. Um, in regards to the topic of the show, let's just be real. If Shakur loses to Frank Martin, like Earl Spence said, it's something wrong. No scenario, no situation should there be where Frank beat Shakur. And honestly, I might have to take a step back on the Shakur versus Devin because, I like Devin mainly because of his father. I think his father is cut from a cloth that I'm familiar with. So his son kind of automatically gets a pass from me. But after watching Haney and watching Shakur, I think it's pretty obvious that that Puerto Rican kid is not to be messed with. And I just think right now he gets Dev. Based on the sparring, I just think Dev is more of the same fighter that he was around 16 than Shakur is. I'm not saying Dev can't fight. I'm not saying Dev hasn't grown, but in comparison to Shakur, that's the only thing we're comparing him to. I just think he hasn't evolved as much as Shakur has. And I think it's pretty clear that Shakur has more skill and is the better fighter and the smarter fighter from what I see. Um, Also, Ness, I got a question for you.
You may feel like it's your time,
But it's not
but it's
your
not your
time.
time.
Yeah, it is my time. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
What up?
Uh, will the real Big Baby please stand up? You know, because he's Big Baby. Yes, he's the real Big Baby. All the other Big Babies are just imitating. So, won't the real Anderson please stand up?
Tell him.
Please stand up. And then you run that course back, but you say, will the real Miller fans please stand up? Now, here's my gist of this. My boy Stainless called in about this topic, and I think what
Hating.
he said
He
actually.
called in hating. He called
Sean,
in hating, man.
let me finish, Ness. So I think all the stuff he said is exactly why this is $1 million idea. First, he said it's gimmicky. Then he said it sounds like some WWE stuff, and he said he guessed it a pass. And to me, that's all the reasons why you want this to be portrayed for that fight, because what people have to understand, boxing doesn't become a sport until you get in the ring. But prior to you getting in the ring, it's all entertainment. It's all entertainment. So whether you're talking about it for a good reason, bad reason, or somewhere in between, you are talking about the fight. So even if you take 5 people, one person pays attention for 15, one, 5, other 30, whatever, whatever. Those are all 5 views that we would have not have gotten if the number 7 streamed guy and Eminem wouldn't have put his stamp on this fight. So whether y'all like the entertainment value of it or not, it still brings attention to the fight. And that's what it's all about. See, this is where education, far as a degree, really separates for those who just don't understand marketing. We all know word of mouth is the freest promotion you can have. The second thing is attention, whether it's good or bad. You want eyes on that fight. And how gimmicky the Slim Shady thing can be, it still draws attention to the fight that it would not have had. And once you can see it at that viewpoint, you will understand how good an idea that really is. That's all the topics that I have, Ness.
All right, champ.
Appreciate the call. Fats, appreciate you. We are locked in. Yo, so just throwing it out there for anybody that wants to bet Ness and I, we don't go anywhere.
More Danny than I, because I don't really take straight bets. It's like no money in that.
No.
It got to be some shit that I'm 100% sure.
But regardless, we don't go nowhere. Ness been around for the last 13 years. I've been around for the last
five. Six?
Yeah, the last 5 years. So it's like this show gets done twice a day. I ain't going nowhere. This shit like the sports book. You give us your money for the bet. When we win, we already have the money. When we lose, not just do we send you your money back, but we also send you the money
your profit.
You're earning. So,
but we can't make bets with you when there's 1 million people that listen to this show, and you can choose to go. Like, yo, I never in my life thought Mr. PBC would be gone. Like, he wasn't cheap. So I didn't think he wasn't going to pay his bets to the people that he made bets. Because with me, he spent money with me. He counterpunched like he super chatted. He donated for on-demand shows. Like, the dude was everything. And then he made too many bets. And now the dude is lost from the community. Like, all we know is that he's from Seattle and is a rap now. It's sad. He used to call in. He called in so much. Look. We got an intro for him. But this is how deep it goes. People disappear. You dudes are not about your word.
At the end of the day, every cheater has their day.
He has a good power, he has a good skills, but most of people think about him like he's untouchable. Look
at him go! Oh my word, that was the best fight.
So that is his intro as we hear him ad-libbing it, and it just hurts, man. He was there. So I did screen share Adrian Broner's post, and you can see in the comment section everyone sending their condolences. So, if we were wrong, again, more life. But it looks like Adrian has posted the same, and that is in terms of Mike Stafford. Um, but phone lines are open. We going out to
Who we got?
who we got. Is this J Mac with a counterpunch? The algorithm is so dope, right?
Yo,
Yo,
when
We
did I
j-
counter punch again?
oh, I guess I read your text
I
wrong. No worries. No worries.
I mean, shit, I ain't got nothing. You can add one to me, but I ain't using it now. I ain't got nothing to counter punch on.
No worries. No worries. No need to add, champ. We appreciate you. Stone Bone Boxing.
What up? What up?
what
What
up?
up?
Oh man, yeah, man, that's some sad news, man. You know, to hear about Stafford. A lot of times, I remember not in my family, but I remember a friend of mine, one of his relatives, was pretty much on their deathbed. When they were trying to notify family and get people in town so they could say their last respects, but people were on Facebook saying that the relative had died. So people was finding out through Facebook saying that the relative had died before family had reached them trying to tell them, hey, get here to the hospital or get in town, before we pull the plug. And that's probably what the situation is. So I just want to say, like we say in Islam, may Allah be pleased with him and grant him peace in paradise and comfort his family. And I mean, he was a giant in the Midwest. Like he's known from anybody in the Midwest, from Kansas City, Chicago, Ohio, Kentucky, all these states. They know him because they kids probably done. He done coached their kids. He was a Titan out here. He's a giant in the Midwest. I just wish some of his guys would have, the Rasheeds and Bronas really had got to their potential because he deserves to have that. He had the top guy Broner for a short time, but he just for everything he did for boxing out in the Midwest and the upper South, he did great things, man. He'll be missed, and I know Allah will be pleased because he created some millionaires, he created some men that were that will probably be dead without him. So, I mean, I'm just prayers to his family and everybody that I know a lot of them, a lot of the Cincinnati guys, Jamel, Quayshawn, all of them dudes, man, Bubakar, half of B&B guys are from Mike Stafford crew. You know what I mean? So that hurts, and we pulling for his family, that hurts. And Frank don't got a chance. Shakur finna smoking. He ain't got a chance, man. Y'all keep it up, man. That's a tough one, man.
Appreciate the call, my guy.
Yeah, shout out to the algorithm. We was just watching Frank versus Artem, and now it put on Shakur versus Valdez, and damn, this kid is good. He is good. I mean, he uses zero energy too. Poor Valdez was trying so hard. He was all over the place. He was just fumbling himself on the floor. This only the first round. My man fell twice already from overreaching, trying to land shots that's not there. And the composure, Shakur, Lord, it's insane. But this is a good reference, this fight with Valdez, because in that first round, at least, Valdez used a lot of lateral movement. He tried to cut the distance without a jab. And I feel like, those are body movements that maybe Frank can do better. And maybe Frank can use this tape. Cause again, where Valdez is coming up short is that he's overreaching. And Shakur is just a beautiful counter puncher. But look, it's like all these pawn jabs. This is what I told you. Like Shakur's just pawn. He's just touching. It's not a real jab. Every now and then he changes the speed. But it's just a jab to keep that high guard up there of Valdez so that, whenever he wants, he can loop that left around or to the body. But Valdez has already lost confidence. Only the second round. He's already lost so much confidence. Those body shots are starting to set in. He can't get past that little jab, which is crazy because he's not even committing to the jab. Insane. But again, Valdez is also not even using his own jab. He hasn't used it at all. He's literally just high guard earmuffs on. I'm going to somehow football juke move my way inside. That's stupidity. Stupidity. Shame on Eddie Reynoso, because I swear he should have been yelling at him. Look at this. He hasn't thrown a jab. What the fuck is that? Silliness. We're in minute 120. There's only a minute 18 left. He ain't thrown a jab yet. Look, that's all hooks. Insane. Insane. The first round was worse because he was all over the place. Horrible. Lines are open, though. Don't let me stop you.
425-569-5241. Twitter Spaces and Discord as well.
Shakur mean, so it's hard. Like when he got that face, that overconfident face in there, how do you gain confidence? My man is just so no fear. Go, I hear you, Nike. Talk to me.
Oh, all right, cool, man. Shouts out to the Box Boy. Shouts out to Ness, Danny. Hey, man, these people talking crazy, saying that Frank wouldn't be able to win 4 rounds. Like, that's some crazy shit, man. Like, if boxing didn't teach you anything, motherfuckers should have learned from that Earl fight and that Crawford fight. And like, I don't know why
I'm with
people
you on
just.
that. I'm with you on that, man. I'm not counting Frank out for sure.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, y'all can pick Shakur to win, but by a landslide, that's crazy right there. And to me, like you said, Ness, this Shakur really toughest opponent besides, I would say,
Valdez.
Nakatili. Now, I wouldn't even say Valdez. He made Valdez look like a child in it. I say Nakatili because he was more cautious with him than Valdez. With Valdez, it was just like hit, don't get hit. At the end of the round, run around in a victory lap, basically. Shit. So, but Nakatili, he was way more cautious of getting hit than Valdez, cause he was walking down Valdez. He wasn't walking down Nakatili. He was fighting off his back foot. And with Frank, I mean, Frank a good fighter, man. That's why I don't count him out. Like this Shakur first time fighting a slick fighter. Like I don't know if it was today or another day. It was a caller talking about that about comparing this fight to Loma, and Haney was like, well, Haney struggled with him and Frank's gonna get washed, but Haney fought a Hall of Famer in Loma. And Haney, like, and then there's something you said earlier about fight of the year with the Rock'em Sock'em shit, where Danny was like, yeah, that's a fight of the year. I don't like those fight either, man. Like Rock'em Sock'em, like, all you gotta do in there is just go throw punches. Whoever get hit and land the lucky shot and fall out, you win. Or whoever land the most punches from just throwing, you win. But the fight with Loma and Haney was strategic. Like, Haney had a plan, Loma had a plan, and the best man with the best plan won. That's why I feel like fights like those should be fight of the year. Because it's a fighter actually going in there thinking, not just throwing some punches, hoping they knock you out or hoping that they get lucky with some shit. But man, yeah, I don't understand why everybody rank Frank off. That ain't right there, man. Like I said, if anything should have taught you that Earl and that Crawford fight, like that can't even be nominated as a fight of the year because it was so one sided. So we got to see what boxing gonna bring us, man, because it's been bringing us some good fights. That's my call.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
You know, Danny just reminded me that Shakur and Frank is Southpaw versus Southpaw, so we watching the wrong fight. But I did want to get to at least round 3 because that's the body shot that Valdez lands. And someone sent it to me on Twitter. Danny on Twitter has a highlight reel of it, but it's a little bit grainy. So I want to see it live here on this free replay. Good body shot by Shakur. Once again, the lines are still open for anybody that wants to call in. Twitter space is available. Discord available. I got Tone. What up?
Hey, what's up, guys? How's the audio?
Straight.
All right.
Appreciate the show, man. Appreciate you guys putting on another one. Um, Ness, I kind of agree with you, man. I was a little disappointed to hear that this is going to be a top ranked fight. I mean, when you first put it out there, when you first spoke about this, about the possibility of, this being on the undercard of Spence Crawford, I was totally on board with that, man. I was right there with you, like, yeah, I'd pay $100 for this, 85, whatever they charge me for it. That would have been a hell of a card. Would have been a hell of a matchup then. Um, Not just so the matchup, but just more so the name value of Shakur, Frank Martin. In reality, the fight itself, I'm gonna put it all on Shakur, man. This is kind of like when we always say, I wish I could go back and bet everything on every single Floyd Mayweather fight. This is kind of not right there, but it's kind of equivalent, just short of it, just short of it. So this is an opportunity to get that kitty up, and so I'm gonna put it all on Shakur, just money line, man. I think he's gonna. I don't think a whitewash, but I think 8-4, 8-4, maybe 9-3. But either way, it's like I believe in Shakur enough to know that his boxing skills are there. I believe in my own eyes and what I see, and I'm going to trust that, and I'm going to ride Shakur the whole way. So, and pause right there, but you know what I'm saying. Appreciate the call,
You
guys, and
ain't gotta
thanks
pause,
again for the
man.
show.
If you in your 40s, you ain't gotta pause. There's these young whippersnappers, man. Not comfortable with their own sexuality, homophobic little young punks.
You're right, man. I am in my 40s, so I get you.
All right.
Appreciate the call, man.
Appreciate you, man. These little weirdos, they all homophobic, man. But if you're gonna bet Shakur, do it now, brother. What's that Nas song? Hate me now. Do it now. You better do it now. He's a minus 650 now. That means $650 just makes you a cool $100. That means 6,500 makes you 1,000. If they let you do that.
Bro, Shakur opened as a minus 136 against Valdez. That is insane. And he opened against Herring as a minus 350.
Yeah, it'll never happen again, as you can see. They early in his career they doubted him, but now it's a wrap. Look, then after that he opened minus 1,800, minus 1,200, and again this is the lowest, minus 650. This is the lowest that has been in a while. But for per opponent though, no opponent has ever been a plus 420.
What do you mean?
Who you see plus 420?
Like, I'm lost.
Look at Valdez. He was a plus 575.
Yeah, closing, but it opened at a plus
You may
108.
feel like it's your time,
It's always what it
but
opens
it's
as
not your time.
because that's what the bookies believe. Once it opens, money's put on, and that sways the line. But nah, I mean Jamel was.
Oh, Jamel as well. Okay, so I was always reading the middle line. Damn. So yesterday's show, I definitely said that wrong, but I was right on the Martin. At least the middle and the first line are the same. Good thing we showed it twice.
Yeah. So.
So wait. So damn. So they had Jamel a bigger favorite than Frank and Valdez, of course. Kunciat was still 900, and he was an Olympian. Didn't he win a gold?
He was a gold medalist. Correct.
Holy fuck. Shoshino was a plus 660. Yeah, I mean, it almost sounds safe, but it's like, will these betting sites make you do that, or do you have to go to like a bookie, like a Las Vegas, to get that off? Because I don't know that you can make a $6,500 bet. Can you? I never made one.
What do you mean 6,500?
I mean, he's a minus 650. If you make $6,500 bet, you make 1,000 on Shakur. It's pretty safe. Let's be real.
No, absolutely. I mean,
like we over here arguing about is he gonna win rounds, not is he gonna win the fight. Like that's pretty safe.
I mean, yeah, bro. There's been people that have bet
online though, because I know your friends go to. I mean, what's in? You might as well give them the promotion.
Oh yeah, Big Bag Betting. Go check him out.
My man he do big numbers, but he ain't doing it online.
Nah,
right?
most of it's in person.
That's what I'm saying. So to make a bet of that nature has to be in person because of the money amount.
I don't know. I think I'm like there's.
I'm sure they're gonna charge you too.
Bro,
imagine
bro.
trying to transfer 6,500.
I was gonna say I'm sure there's people that bet that,
On online though. I
Yeah.
mean, you know what? Trav FDY did bet
Now look,
5,000. No, you're right. Trav from Texas showed me his slip. He bet 5,000.
and
I
no,
wonder if
I
Bet
was
Online
look,
makes you do the
and I
allows you
just
that
went to
much.
his look right here ticket. Online, 5,900 to win 30,000.
Who's that?
Uh, that's a big bag.
Okay.
Another online ticket.
But what site?
So this was William Hill.
Okay, reputable.
Um,
I got William
what
Hill now. We
this
got
this
that now.
this is William Hill again. Like this was another 4,500, 2,500.
They said not worth it. You
3,000,
I don't know.
3,200.
I don't know that Frank is the upset. I don't know that he gonna get the upset, y'all. Like, shit. I mean, I ain't betting no motherfucking 6,500, but I do got a William Hill account. My shit do got money in it, but I did lose a bet. I had $300 in this bitch. I lost a bet, so I got 288 with 70 on the William Hill. I could certainly throw all that on Shakur and try to make at least a $30 profit. That shit probably $15.
A little 50 ball.
I don't even think that. Let me see if they even got him already. Cause you gotta lock it in now. Y'all better do it now. You let the money start coming in. You let more motherfuckers bet on Shakur. It's a wrap. Where is Shakur? That fight would be November, so they ain't even gonna have that down. What is that? Wait. That weight is 35. Nope. Life. No. Featherweight, superweight. No, they ain't even got that. Not on William Hill. Not on William Hill. Damn. Fuckers. What about my bookie? Cause some that's why I like, man, I don't get it, man. Betting is so big. I don't get why like it isn't more prop bets, you know? Like more futures, just so many options that we're lacking, man.
I think it's better in other states, to be honest with you, man. I say this all the time.
Yeah, for sure. FanDuel was amazing in Jersey, man. But you know, it
Yo,
happened so late.
I just had a friend that bet one baseball game, but because he in Chicago, the betting out there set up different, so you able to do in-game parlays. He did a 10-way in-game parlay that hit, bro. Odds was plus 10,000.
Whoa. Shit.
He only put 25 on it, but bro, it was like 40 something $100 he won.
Sweet. They ain't got Shakur on fucking my bookie either, man. That's bullshit. Bullshit.
Hopefully, once they announce a venue, announce a date, and everything, we'll get
gotta
more
lock
sites.
it in. Anywhere you can lock it in now, you might as well do it. Nino.
Yo, Nez, Danny, you can hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, man, I just got on here, so I ain't really heard what nobody was talking about. But I just heard Nez saying y'all was talking about Frank winning some rounds. I mean, that's pretty much what
The
everybody.
main topic is Zab Judah saying that Frank is dangerous, but he still believes Shakur will stop him. We're also discussing the opening line is Shakur's minus 650 and Frank is a plus 420.
Yeah, I mean, well, shit, they got Frank as a big underdog. I mean, it ain't too big of an underdog, but that's a real big underdog. 400. I thought Shakur would be a bigger favorite than 650. Thought it would be around like 800 or something like that. But I ain't really gonna even touch them betting odds. You feel me? I think it's just gonna be a Shakur UD for real. For real. I don't think he gonna stop him. If he stop him, that should have surprised me. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't think Frank the type of fighter who could get stopped by a Shakur. You feel me? But we'll see though. You feel me? It's a solid fight. I know I've been seeing some people on Twitter talking about it's a waste of time. Ain't no need for it. And it's like with some of these boxing fans, I don't understand them. It's like we could yeah, it's like shit. I feel like this the best fight, you feel me, we could get for Shakur. Like Lomachenko doing his own thing. Pitbull ain't gonna fight him. Haney at 140 fucking with Reed. Well, trying to fuck with Reed, just Tank, you feel me, gonna do whatever. So it's like shit, Frank Martin, you feel me, best name available. Other like you got some Dominicans be saying the De Los Santos kid, but I feel like Frank Martin bigger than him, like name value wise.
De
So
Los Santos about to be, according to my sources, De Los Santos about to be in an eliminator.
yeah, you feel me? So I feel like Frank above all them young guys and shit. Like they be trying to put Frank, saying he need to fight the young boy with the dreads, Davis. I'm like, bro, he don't need to fight him, cuz. But it's gonna be a solid fight though, man. I think Frank. It's a fight where we get to see what Frank got. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we all know what Shakur bringing to the table. We know what he gonna do. But shit, we just expect Shakur to dominate this kid. You know what I'm saying? From what I seen from Frank, I don't really think on the film he ain't did too much where I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to be comfortable laying some money down on him to beat Shakur. Like I feel like it's only really one or two guys in the lightweight division that can mess with him, and that's Devin and Tank. So it'll be a solid fight, man. Like I said, can't please everybody, but shit, man. It's the best fight on the table for him, so I'm excited for it. Hopefully we get it in November. I don't really care about the December date. I know I was talking to one dude. They said they might have to move T.O. if he accept the move. They said he did it before. So hopefully they do it on that Thursday, man. But that's all I got for you. Y'all hit that like and
You may
subscribe button.
feel like it's your time, but it's not your
I
time.
think it's more about the TO date being available now that TO super status and probably gonna deal with his life. Um, that date is available and they're contemplating whether it's a good spot to put Shakur. Because remember, after the Heisman Trophy thing, T.O. always does great numbers. So if they open that slot up for Shakur, he could do great numbers. But they also contemplating F1 weekend uh, being a big weekend. It's going to be 500,000 people flying into the city for this one. So they're thinking about putting the fight on that Thursday. That's where the dilemma comes in. You know, if T.O. was still available, he would be having his Heisman Trophy date. So I'm looking, and Jamel Herring is a 47% knockout ratio. And, you know, that's probably why Shakur didn't really respect him. But he also didn't run over Jamel. Now, obviously, I'm only in the second round, and I don't rewatch fights. This is the rewatch. This is only the second time I've ever watched this thing. But you know, there's also a lack of confidence from Jamel, right? Where he knew what Shakur could do because they had already sparred numerous times. Shakur was a regular at the B&B gym where Jamel used to train. So you can tell there's a lot of posturing from Jamel in the ring, useless energy, moving his head, moving his arms for no reason. And I don't think that's what Frank gonna do at all. Frank ain't just with the jittery body energy, wasting energy. He's solid, and he's got more intent at the very least. Has way more intent behind his punches, let alone natural power. Um, his defense is definitely tighter than Herring's. Uh, But this is what we do as boxing fans, right? Like we know how great Shakur is, but we gotta build ourselves up to this and hope that Martin can rise to the occasion, right? Because who wants a one-sided affair? Only if it's a shocking thing like the Earl Crawford fight. Like I didn't want a one-sided fight, but to receive one in a fight that we thought was supposed to be tight, that was amazing. Um, Gaming Despair. Shakur's jab is insane, bro. So sharp, this kid. But again, Herring not confident, man. Not confident. Barely stepping with his jab. He's on back foot mentality, consistently going back. At least when Shakur was going back with Valdez, he sometimes started coming on that front foot. I'm waiting on you, champ. You just gotta unmute. You're already unmuted on my end.
Hey, I don't know if you guys covered this. Hey, by the way, Ness, I've been watching your channel for a long time, brother, years. And I just want to tell you right now, I don't know if you saw the news. Adam from Saturday Night Boxing just posted that Mike Stafford just ended up passing away.
Yeah, we did a
Um,
10 count earlier. Someone close to the family let us
got you,
know.
brother. I'll go back to listening. All right, man. Keep
No,
it
you
up with
got
the
it.
good shows, brother.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Like I said, I heard about it yesterday. I was on the phone with Adrian Clark, and he told me that, and I'm like, what? Horrible. Bacavelli, rest in peace to Mike, man. He was always great to me.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's good, y'all? What's good? Great show as usual. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all letting me on. Basically, my call is very brief. The way I see things is sometimes a fighter, well, like sometimes people get offended when we say, "Oh, in this particular case, this fighter would wash X fighter." But a lot of times that don't got nothing to do with the fighter to be washed. In this particular case, Frank Martin. It's not an indictment on them or their skills and their abilities. You feel what I'm saying? All Frank Martin can be is Frank Martin. It has more to do with what Shakur's level is. You feel what I'm saying? No one trying to diss Frank Martin. No one saying he's not a great fighter. No one saying he's not a capable fighter. It's just like Danny said earlier. It's levels. You feel what I'm saying? So niggas not trying to diss or nothing like that. But if you look at the things with your eyes, and a caller a few calls ago said something along the lines, they made an analogy about how we should learn from the Bud fight.
Word.
And I agree, but I look at it in the opposite direction. If you looking at both of the fighters just using your eyes, sometimes we could get caught up on resume saying, oh, well, who was the harder fight? How well did these fighters' fights age? You know what I'm saying? What is Oscar Valdez doing? What are all these other people doing after they fought said fighter? If you get caught up in all of that, you can trick yourself. But if you use your eyes, if you're really a boxing fan and you use your eyes, you can really come to the conclusions fairly simply. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the issue that took place in the Spence Crawford fight. People wasn't using their eyes. They was getting caught up on resumes. They was getting caught up on, well, this is his toughest test. Oh, well, how will he fare against X, Y, and Z? Instead of just looking at things for what they are. It's not personal. It's not subjective at all. It's completely objective. You feel what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with how we feel about each fighter. I know I get this particular sentiment that since the whole thing started between Devin and Shakur, that a lot of people have soured towards Shakur. They feel like he talked too much. They feel like he doing too much on the internet. He ain't take the fight, etc., etc. And that's everyone's prerogative. You could feel however the fuck you want to feel. But at the end of the day, if you remove your emotions from it and you just watching the fighters fight, I think it's more likely for Shakur. Not saying that this was gonna happen. I think it's more likely for Shakur to stop Frank than it is for Frank to make the fight a close fight. I think it's more likely for Shakur to stop Frank than it is for Frank to win 4 rounds even. You get what I'm getting at? And that has nothing to do about my feelings of the fight. I think Frank's a good fighter. I like him too. I like his attitude. You feel what I'm saying? I don't got nothing against him or nothing like that. But you just got to use your eyes at the end of the day. If you're looking at things objectively, we could sit here talking all day, and I think you're doing a good job because you hyping the fight, you making it good. You drawing out the possibilities in this boxing. Anything can happen at one point. I'm doing all this talking right now. Frank could go in there and lace your crowd one shot. But the fact of the matter is, if we being objective, if we looking at the probabilities, chances are it's not gonna be close. That's my call.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
And the betting odds do say that, but they also say that this has been the closest fight since Valdez. And if we're using our eyes, and this is why Cliff, you're wrong, you know, in your assessment of what it is that you think I do. Like my man just said, I don't think it's being fake by pointing out the possibilities. Possibilities are there for a reason. Now how highly, what's the probability of that possibility? That's a whole different story. But to act as if Buster Douglas didn't happen and Andy Ruiz didn't happen, and to act as if Frank Martin doesn't have punching power, doesn't punch with intent, and could land something. We don't know. I mean, look, I was sent this, and you know, obviously the person that put this together was thinking more about Tank Davis than they are Frank Martin. But this is an orthodox fighter, right? Wasn't No, Valdez was a southpaw. But I mean, it's the body shot that matters, right? And it's also more about Shakur admitting that he was hurt by said body shot. And I quote, "I got hurt with a body shot. They, the crowd, and he, Valdez, don't know that I'm really hurt. When I went back to the corner and sat down, looked at my grandfather and said, yo, I feel like I got to throw up. So this is the body shot.
The body shot. And
you can see the right hand, boom. Shakur handled it well, didn't even clinch. And in fact, he countered it or countered after it, right? And, this video is being made because they're going to show you now what if Tank hits Shakur because of what Tank did to Ryan. But Tank is not who's in question today. We're talking about Frank. But what my producer is saying by sending me this video is that the cat is out the bag. Shakur admitted to being hurt to the body. He reacted better than Keith Thurman. He reacted better than a lot of people that get hit to the body. Like, again, we didn't know until he let us know. So that goes to prove his mental toughness. I don't know that it proves any weakness in him revealing it. Again, if Tank lands a body shot or Martin lands a body shot, can they read past Shakur's poker face and know that he's hurt to follow up, to rush in there? Or will they be thinking, I'm still in there with this amazingly sharp counterpuncher and not follow up? So, C-Dub, what up?
Yo, how the audio?
Straight.
So shout out TVV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. Yeah, I see this as it's a good fight. It's a good fight, but we have to not get too man. We just gotta not get too caught up on exceptions and anomalies. We still got to use the majority rule, right? The triangle theory works more than it don't, right? So I'm not about to say that, Shakur, this may be a domination because of the competition I haven't seen Frank face. The best competition I've seen Frank face is Lil Ali, right?
Nah, I mean, Artem, bro. Artem showed his ass. I don't know why people don't want to give him credit because we didn't know him. Like, I knew he beat Lewis Riston. I knew he was a European champion. Like, Artem wasn't bad.
Okay, that was the best. That was the best.
No, wait.
But
Am I confusing Artem with Keyshawn's fighter? Because who beat Lewis Riston? Was it Keyshawn fighter or Frank fighter?
I'm not sure. Like I saw the Artem guy. He was 12-0. He was undefeated. But he wasn't a Jamel Herring.
Nah, it wasn't this dude.
Oh, so that's Keyshawn's opponent.
Yeah.
It was a European.
He wasn't a Jamel Herring. He wasn't an Oscar Valdez. He wasn't a champion. He wasn't a former champion. So we just need to see those things. So
but on the eye test, he's stronger than Jamel Herring. In the eye test, he's more fluid and versatile than Jeremiah Nakatilia.
Yeah, he's fast. He looks real good against the competition that he has faced. And when you see somebody or certain things,
Ali was good. Ali proved himself. He's got at least 3 good wins. Like Ali, we thought he was gonna get a shot at Tank. Not that we thought he was gonna beat Tank, but we thought that's what they were grooming him for.
And that's why I'm picking that he may go to decision. Shakur has proven, like the caller before said, it's just that Shakur has proven that he's a monster. So when you're a monster, man, you get these high expectations. It may be a stoppage if you haven't showed it and proved that you can compete with the top talent on the top tier, as Danny put it, another level. Then we're going to assume that he's going to outmatch you. So Shakur should, if Frank goes to decision, I'm hoping he does. That's what I'm gonna bet.
I'm just watching I'm gonna sprinkle fight, something. Bro. Herring ain't pushing Shakur the way that Frank will. Herring physically is not. He's not as He don't even look as threatening as Frank. Like Frank look more ice cold. Like Herring make jokes on Twitter. Frank don't make jokes on Twitter.
Frank may be more tenacious. Frank may come and give it his all. We hope for it. It may be a good fight, a great fight. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself.
I don't know, man. They sleeping on Frank. Sleeping on Frank, but I get it. You know, it's the battle of the unknown. It's like you don't know what he bringing to the table because lack of opposition. I mean,
You're
I value Michelle.
Malcolm, what up?
y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
We
Yeah.
hear you.
What's going on? Shout outs to TBV. Like, subscribe if you haven't. You know, I'm digging this fight. I'm glad Shakur got something good lined up. I have Shakur winning this. I don't know if it's gonna be close or not. Frank would more than likely. Frank is the most athletic guy that he's ever fought. He has nice foot speed. You know, he definitely has power and he has good hand speed. You feel me? So I think that can all trouble him, and it's just really dependent. I think Frank needs to find a way to manipulate his distance, and by that, Shakur really relies on distance and timing. You feel me? If you watch his fights, one thing he does a lot, his lead hand, he'll stick it out and he blocks your vision. So you don't really see what's going on, and then he hits you a lot with that rear hand, either to the body or straight to the face. So if Frank can find a way to just really neutralize that lead hand, I think he'll be in a good position in that fight. But I really like it, man. I really dig it, and I can't see Shakur stopping him. You know, his power looked good when he fought Yoshino, but with Frank, we'll really see where it's at. I think Frank might respect his power a bit, but I don't see him just stopping him because again, Frank is a solid fighter, and just because his last performance didn't look good, I don't really think that means shit. A lot of us were counting Lopez out because he looked like shit against Sandor Martin. You know what I'm saying? And then look what happened the next fight. He had one of the best performances of the year. So I just look forward to this shit, man, and I can't really count out Frank on that. So what's y'all thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I was called the faker and Danny's the real because I'm pointing out the possibilities that Frank isn't gonna get walked over. So I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, this year should just show everybody anything is possible in boxing. We've seen the greatest matchup, which was supposed to be close, became lopsided. So there's a possibility that this lopsided fight can just become some close shit or even an upset.
Mm.
But yeah, that's really it with my call, man. Y'all just keep doing what y'all doing, man. Shout out to TBV.
All
Appreciate
right,
you,
bro.
man. Remember, without Chad, there is no us.
At all.
Malcolm, thanks for calling in. Phone lines are open and lit.
425-569-5241 to those who want to voice their opinion.
Where do not get out of the queue. If you're already there, we going to you. You know, addressing everybody name and giving you 3 minutes. Oliver, Cincinnati.
Yo,
Yo,
how's
Yo,
everybody?
can't
sensational.
complain.
Uh, so what's the topic today? I didn't, yeah, I haven't
Zab
been on for too
Judah
long.
believes that Shakur is in a dangerous fight versus Frank Martin, but that he will ultimately stop him.
Wow, stop him. I don't know about stopping him. Who knows? But this is the thing. Shakur, as of late, has been standing in the pocket a lot more. Still really good defensively, but I think a lot of those pillow fist type of comments have been getting to him, and so he's been making a pretty decent effort with staying in the pocket and being there for people to make it a more entertaining fight for those that don't appreciate his boxing skill set. But yeah, I've heard some of the callers talk about Frank Martin's going to get washed. At the end of the day, Frank Martin is a good fighter and he's athletic and he has a good skill set. I don't think that he's going to beat Shakur, but I think this is going to be the most competitive fight Shakur, or at least it's going to present the greatest opportunity to be the most competitive fight. This is definitely his toughest opposition, and especially with his teammate slash promoter getting stopped. I think there's a lot resting on this to where we're going to see the best Frank Martin and the best Shakur. So it's an exciting fight. So out of curiosity, I don't know, has the location for this fight been established yet?
No, it'll the two possibilities is November 16th in Las Vegas or December 9th in New York.
So would you guys do a watch party for this one? Because I there's a whole bunch of characters calling in, and I think this shit is hilarious. Shout out to all the callers. It would be hilarious to see if people talk the same type
I
of
don't know
shit.
that people gonna want to do that. Like hypothetically, if it happens in Vegas, there's already 500,000 people allegedly flying in for F1. It's gonna make the price of flights and hotels more expensive for boxing fans, and those that want to come see
Gotcha.
Shakur probably not gonna come see Shakur. I don't know. I mean, shit. I'm trying to go see my daughter. That shit costing me like four something just to fly out there, almost $500. It's like, and that's to the east. So imagine the east coming over here on a crazy weekend.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, if you guys do, I would definitely try to make it through, just to see just to see if everyone keeps the same energy. It is pretty entertaining. But yeah, I don't have too much to say. I do favor Shakur, but I do think it's a competitive fight at the least. So smash the like button. Thanks for the call. Talk with you guys later.
You the man, champ. You the man.
You may feel like it's your time,
But it's not
but it's
your
not your
time.
time.
I'm looking for Kermit, which I do not see on this line.
Kermit.
Yeah, he sent a counterpunch, but you not here. I checked all these numbers. Let me check on Discord. Nope, that's J-Mac. I got a couple of counter punches here. Kermit, I mean, supposed to go to you, but you not there. So I don't know.
This is weird.
What is that? I
Um,
got Cliff in Connecticut, counter punch.
uh, I'm not I'm not calling you fake like as an insult. It's just
I
where
ain't
I'm
say it
from and how we talk.
was.
Like, but listen though, the thing is that you got to keep it 100 all the way around the board. I seen you have more like more disrespect for what was like a 55-45 fight with Loma and fucking Devin, and that's why they call this the Haney voice, right? Because you will put on your pom poms, bro. And Haney is actually my favorite fighter, but that's why I said Danny's real, and I'm saying you fake because my favorite fighter is Devin, and I'm going to keep it real when he's in a situation that's dangerous. I don't really like Shakur, especially because of what's going on with him and Devin. I got sour to him, like the other caller said. But I'm gonna say what I say when I see a skill level is so high versus another one. Yeah, anything could happen. Obviously, it's boxing, but it's just like that's what I'm saying. Like you'll put on your pom poms and then you'll call all of us fans of men. You fan of men. You're a fan of men, right? You're a fan of
I
men.
just
And
I need you
I got the
I
perfect
need you to
example to
give me an
prove it, bro.
example because you're calling me a fan of man based off my Loma prediction, but I was proven right. The score was 9-3.
That doesn't make you not a fan of man going into the fight.
Okay.
It it wasn't the score was
I
nine to
mean,
three. Come on,
I mean,
like everybody
on
knows that was
black
a
and
close
white,
fight. It was a
on
very close
black and white.
competitive fight, and a lot of people had to watch it over and over again
I
to
mean, a lot
get
of people
Devin to
don't
win.
know shit about boxing. Roger Mayweather told you that. I mean, just
But
because you had to
some of the
watch it
people
over and
who
over again.
so, some people who actually work in boxing for a living like you do, that coach and everything there's tons of
And guess
videos
what?
of them
And guess
saying
guess guess
that
how many tons of videos came out of motherfuckers who first initially thought Loma won, then went back and watched it and said that Haney won. So you sound
a
crazy,
lot.
brother. You sound
That don't
crazy.
make me sound crazy. That
It
makes me
do.
sound like it was a
You
close
sound
fight.
you
bro,
bruh,
but
And
you
you
sitting here
look your
Danny felt
last
like an
call.
only
But
child.
look though, your last call, bro. You was shitting on Ness because he was the one bet that you thought bet on the rounds, but it
Yeah,
was me.
yeah, but that okay, I was wrong. He didn't bet on the rounds, but it does not change the fact that he was so one-sided there, and
But
that was
I
a
was
close fight
right.
on paper, and
But
this one
I
is
was
not.
right. That's the thing. See, my shit is
All right, so
facts.
when we come back,
No, no,
okay,
no, 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 no.
when I
No,
call you
let's talk
after,
the truth. Let's talk the truth. Facts is black and white, Devin Haney won. Facts is black and white, Devin Haney won by 9-3. Facts is you're
You may feel
saying
like it's
the
your
fight
time,
was
but it's
tighter
not your
than what
time.
I'm saying, but you don't have any facts to prove that. What are your facts? I'm not going to help you make your argument. What are your facts to prove that this fight was tight? What? What? Your word
when I
that you're saying
well, no, no,
people
no,
thought
no.
it was
When I
tight?
call you after
Show
the
me
Frank
some
Martin
fucking
fight and if
facts,
Shakur
because I got
smokes him,
judges.
then what are
I
you
got
gonna say?
judges. What do you got? What do you got? See, a
You
smart
got
person, this is what I'm saying.
you
You
got
can't,
dumb
you
judges,
can't, you
bro. This
can't
fight
debate
was
Bro, it
with
was
me.
close,
all.
my dude.
You
You
know,
You
it
know
can't
was
what's
debate
you know
with
what's
me.
unanimous,
close?
right?
You
You know
can't
what?
debate with me. This is what I do for a living. See, a smart person will say, well, Ness, on Ellie setback poll, he got 40,000 votes and 41,000 people say fucking Devin won. That's how I mean Loma won. That's how definitive it is. But that's at least something. You're bringing nothing. You're calling in here telling me a fight was tight. I'm telling you the judges say no. You calling me telling me I'm a fan of man. I'm telling you my scorecard is the same thing I predicted. I'm not a fucking fan of man. I'm fucking a narcissist. And when I'm right, I'm fucking right. You mad? You mad? Trying to slide in here as an undercover Devin Haney fan so we won't take shots at you. You ain't a real Haney fan. You ain't a real Haney fan because any real motherfucker that knows boxing seen 9-3. That's why all these experts had to go back and rewatch it. Let's do a list of that. Let's do a list of the professional fighters, the professionals in this industry that had to go back and rewatch it and then go back on their word and say, oh, yeah, you know, after rewatching it, I did see Haney winning. So who's smart, them or me? No, they smart because they got the name, right? Because they was in the ring, right? Because they was bigger and they went back on their word and they wasn't running around here as motherfucking confident as me. You sound stupid. And you sound like a hater because I was more confident in the outcome that we got. That made me look like a fucking oracle. Fuck is you talking about? You mad. Mad. Stay mad. Stay mad. And I said Loma Ribs was broke. The fucker ain't been back. And Devin posted it himself and insinuated the same fucking thing. Fuck out of here. Talking all that shit. You gonna appreciate body work. King Born, what up?
Hey, listen, y'all hear me, right?
We hear you.
Listen,
We're listening.
shit got real today. Uh, I hear a lot of people say I like numbers. They saying I'm mathematical. A lot of motherfuckers say that I'm crazy, I'm insane. Crazy Eddie style. Say I'm radical. Now y'all heard of Antifa. Y'all heard of the Proud Boys. But there's another movement that's only movement. It's called We Fuck. We Fuck with Frank. And this how it go. 1, 2, 3. We fuck with Frank. We fuck with Frank. We are the people that fuck with Frank. It's a choice we making. It shouldn't be no faking. Is Frank the motherfucking man, or Shakur gonna fuck up the plans? Everybody sing along. Live chat. We fuck with Frank. We fuck with Frank. It's a choice we making. Is and we not faking. Is
Bruh,
Frank
go
the
to sleep,
motherfucking
man.
man, or Shakur gonna fuck up the plans, y'all? We need to know is Frank is the motherfucking man out here, or Shakur is gonna fuck the plans up. A lot of y'all got Shakur beating him. 8, 4, 9, 3, 10, 2, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? But one thing we know, one thing, and this go for all the Shakur haters. I'm I'm on some two-faced shit, and that's think about it. All the Shakur haters, yo, he only fought a Japanese man named Eskino Ashino. You heard? But think like this, right? Who did Frank fight? This is Frank Chance. Now, I'm not saying that Shakur is going to beat him, but what if Frank put some holes in Shakur armor. You heard? And listen, Ness, listen. A lot of y'all forgot about Bomac. I've been fucking with the UK. I've been in correspondence with the UK lawyers. And tomorrow, I'm going to give you how this resolution going to go. So next, remember, the only movement that's movement is WEFA. And don't put your money on Frank. Peace. I'm out.
Okay. Shout out to you, my guy. I got a
Majid, New
got a
Jersey.
little creative with the jams, you know.
He was off key like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Y'all can hear me?
We
Word.
hear you. We hear you.
Man, everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Hey, King Born, man, you gotta stop singing about glizzies and all of that shit online, bro. Talking about y'all love Franks, y'all fucking gobbling that Nathan hot dog and all. Come on, man. We don't want to hear that, bro. Hey, Ness, I'll pay you $5 to cut him next time he sing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So I guess Zab Judah, he saying same shit that I was saying, you know. So shit, man, I don't really even got nothing to say. Like, you know, hey Fats, man, we looking at you as the face and the representative for this fight, man. Everything you believe in with Frank Martin, you know, you got King Born singing about Frank and all this shit, man. Hey, man, this shit gotta play out good. You know what I'm saying? You don't know shit about boxing, man. You're gonna have to put you on the spotlight. Well, other than that, man, shout out to you, Ness, man. Appreciate the hard work. And damn, yo, Born fucked me up with that singing, bro. Like, this nigga crazy, man. He getting too much exhaust smoke or something in his car. He tripping. But yeah, man,
Said
y'all
too
like the
much
video,
exhaust
motherfuckers.
smoke.
I'm out.
All right.
Alright, I'm crying. He said too much exhaust smoke.
Yo.
Yo. Yo.
You know that Jui Kusamano tested positive
I
this
seen that,
motherfucker? Come
yeah.
on, man. This game is so crazy, bruh.
I seen that.
I hope this means Adam gets like that will to fight again. Cause imagine, bro, you get knocked out twice, then you get knocked out to your comeback fight. You probably like, yo, it's over. You looking in the mirror like you fucking mad at yourself. You disappointed. You sad. This might spark some fucking life. And this is what I'm saying here. Why is it now? This is the second time. I mean, look, I don't have the power. You got to give me the fucking power by subscribing and sharing the show. Because this is insane. Why is it now the second time that Matchroom has an adverse finding way past the fight? When did these motherfuckers fight, bro? Like, I don't even remember the last time these dudes fought. And now is that we about to find out about this adverse finding? But I'm going to read this. Maybe they even give me the information we need right here. Matchroom can today, can today confirm that Joe Cusimano returned an adverse analytical finding as part of an anti-doping protocol mandated by the New York State Athletic Commission following his bout with Adam Kownacki on June 24th.
You may feel like it's your time,
So, bruh, this fight happened
but
June
it's not your time.
24th, champ.
And they just got it.
July 24th, 1 month. August 24th, 2 months. We talking about 60-something days. Yo, something's fishy. And Matchroom wants to be patted on the back because they're the only ones, quote unquote, paying for their entire promotional company's fighters to be under drug testing. But what does it matter if the results come in a month later in the case of Bumgarner and now 2 and some change months after in the Kownacki fight? This is absurd. But go back to the statement. We understand the process is underway with the New York State Athletic Commission, and Matchroom now defers to the applicable regulatory authorities on the next steps. This is sad. While the disappointed by the news, this reaffirms Matchroom's ultimate desire to regularly test active fighters and ensure to continue to promote a clean and fair sport for all athletes. We will not be making any further comments. So again, they take credit for regularly testing, but don't say that they are ashamed that the results are coming 2 months and more after. Like, that is bad. Someone needs to say something. People with a bigger voice than me should be writing that this is fishy. Why are we getting test results 1 month and 2 months later? How is no one calling this fishy when the promoter is doing in-house testing? If I'm paying Danny to fucking wash my car, he ain't gonna go wash no one else's car when he done. He gonna get paid from me. That's a bad analogy. Let's try that again. Wait, help me here. Help me here. Let's go. When I pay Danny to do a service, right? He's gonna give me the results of that service because I'm the one paying you. You ain't gonna take those results to anyone else. Because guess what? If you leak those results to someone else, why would I pay you? So they better be paying you more than me.
Yo, and then it's funny because I just saw an interview with Eddie. Shout out to IFL and Coogan Cassius.
I'm shocked that no one is bringing this shit
No,
up.
but it's like he's been saying the last few months, oh, it's still testing and it's not VADA, but it's equal to. So if it's equal to that,
Yeah,
and
and he
just
says
as
it's
good,
equal because we use it
hold
here
on,
in the United
hold
States
on.
with other
But hold
sports.
on, if it's as good, why is he now saying that moving forward for all shows it will be VADA and VADA only? And
Because he doesn't like how long it's taking. It has to be that. Or he's got to move away from this.
But you just recently had world champions requesting VADA testing, and you denied them that. So bro, it's just so confusing, to be quite honest with you. So inconsistent, but
That's just crazy. 2 months pass, more than 2 months pass. The fight is like, what is the purpose of testing? See, these dudes don't answer my questions, and me and Danny had this conversation. He's like, bro, is that he's like, yo, they don't like you because you're aggressive. But how is wanting the fucking truth aggressive? Why is no one asking, how are you paying a company to do a job, but they giving you like, bro, imagine I pay someone to come plaster my pool and the fucker takes 2 months. When he went on contract, he said 2 weeks. Motherfucker, you ain't getting paid by Ness. Certainly not the full amount. We going to court. You gonna give me a motherfucking discount. If you told me that job will get done in 2 weeks and we 60 days in, man, we fighting.
Ness,
we fighting.
Now I'm curious, right?
What type of shit is that? Now,
Hold on,
because I don't get why I'm the only one questioning
no,
this shit.
you're not though.
I don't see no articles.
Now, if you order something on Amazon Prime,
exactly.
Hold on. If you order something on Amazon Prime, which is overnight shipping, right?
They don't even do that shit no more, but that's another story.
But no, yes they do.
I mean, I know, but Prime ain't what it used to be. But go ahead.
But if you order something on Amazon Prime that's eligible for overnight shipping, and you supposed to telling you, yo, by this time tomorrow, it's at your house, and it arrives 9 days later, right?
They gonna give you a credit.
Wouldn't you be like, yo, what the fuck took 9 days if it's supposed to be overnight?
Absolutely.
Now, if you tracking your Amazon package along these 9 days, and you see that your package is at the delivery driver's house along this 9-day route, wouldn't you question like, bro, what the fuck is my Amazon package doing at the delivery driver's house?
Absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely. Kermit, we found you. $10 counterpunch. Let's go.
Hey, and I'm listening, man. I'm so mad about that shit, about that 2 month shit, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man, because it's enough money in the sport, man, where they could test you and you have the results that day. Why you gotta wait 2 months? Can you imagine going to court and you give a urine specimen and they come and lock you up 2 months later and say you had drugs in your system 2 months ago? That's some bullshit, man.
Absolutely.
That's some straight up bullshit. I mean, God, it don't make no damn sense. Then Why do they even say that shit? That's man. I'm so angry for that shit, man. They talking
Bruh,
that
and
shit about
nobody ain't doing
2
that.
months, and then
That's what bothers me, man. All these big time writers with all this goddamn access, no one asking a question. I ain't read an article yet that said anything about the process that this company is doing when handling the specimens, when handling the results. I mean, it's just crazy that no one is contesting none of this shit.
how do they actually do it? What is their agenda? I mean, what is the protocol, man, for the shit?
Well, I mean,
Does
the
anybody know
protocol.
the actual?
Yeah, the protocol is for water for anything water, which this is, or has been up to this point, is overnight shipping of any test being collected back to the lab. So when you have one individual's test that took 9 days and the results took a month, and another individual's that results took over 2 months, it does seem to raise some questions. You got a lot of background
Now,
noise
let me
though.
make sure I ain't leave nobody on it.
Good gracious, man. Man, that's ridiculous, man. That's just ridiculous to me, man. They can have the people, they can have the officials right there in the room. You walk into the office, you give up your urine, you sit down and you wait for the results. And you're either good or you're not good.
Bro, they do
That
it
2
all
months shit is
day. They
bullshit.
do it all day. Like all my truck drivers know, you gotta maintain your DOT card. You gotta go get them that drug test, and that shit is answered right then and there. Or your dispatcher ain't letting you out. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's a bunch of bullshit, man. You telling me regular truck drivers could get test results within a couple of hours, but Matchroom and boxing and all these rich motherfuckers can't. Shit, bullshit.
Right, Ness. Right on, brother. Talk to
Listen,
you later.
you want to know what I think? I think it's easier for me to believe the conspiracy that Matchroom knows these results and they too heavily invested in the motherfucking show. And if they pull the show because the fighter is dirty, they lose money on everything they've invested already.
You may feel
Everything
like
they've
it's your time,
invested, whether
Oh,
that be
but it's
venue,
not your time.
whether
okay.
that be concessions, whether that be fucking sponsorship agreements, things that they agreed to based on this fight taking place with certain sponsors, money they've accepted, money they've already have accepted and used. Like, fuck out of here. I mean, but you do got another call, my friend. You got 3 calls. That's one of your 3.
Talk to you later.
You sure you got 2 more, brother? All right.
All right, you trying to?
Okay.
Oh,
But look, Ness, I need you to explain to me why I got you here. Explain to me that odds thing, man, betting odds. I mean, how does that shit work?
In what
I mean,
sense?
yeah, in what sense? Like, what specifically you mean?
Like, say, okay, I saw on the thing it was 6 plus
Minus 650 for
650 or
Shakur. So minus 650 means that the bookies believe that Shakur is so good versus Frank in this fight that for you to make $100, you need to put 650 down. And if Shakur does win by any method, you win your $100 profit plus your 650 back.
okay. All right.
Now you can make more
I'm
money.
from the ghetto, man.
You can make more money
Let
by
me put up
picking
100.
the
Go
specific
ahead.
decision, right? So now let's say you were a Shakur, film studier, so you know or you believe Shakur's gonna win this fight by decision, or you feel he's gonna win it by knockout. Then you can choose those options,
And they're
and
gonna pay you better.
they're gonna pay you better. They're gonna have a different plus minus number attached to those. You could also make even further money by picking specific outcome of knockout per round. That's usually your highest money to make, but also your highest risk because it's 12 rounds in a fight. You know, you really got to be an oracle to know what round the knockout's going to come.
Right. Right. Okay. I'll save my call for later. My other call. Thanks, man.
All
You the
right,
man,
Kermit, you
champ.
got it.
Appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I need to get to 1 million subscribers. Why? Because if we had 1,000,000, I could text Eddie and he won't just leave me on read. That's what he do. Like he literally leaves me on read. He could have been took his read receipts off. He could have been blocked me. No, he wants me to see that he sees it. He wants me to be tortured. But if I had 1,000,000 subscribers, guess what? He'd have to talk to me because he knows my voice isn't being silenced. That's why I'm calling for the bigger names, right? The Mike Coppingers, the Dan Rayfields. Where is the article asking the questions? What's the name of the company? Because he tried to push it off on America. Like, well, football uses it. Football uses it. Well, okay. Somebody got to ask these motherfuckers
Yo,
why they
but
handling samples this way. Why they taking so long?
yeah,
Why is
so
the due
drug-free sport,
process
yes, drug-free sport,
garbage?
drug-free sport, and yes, other leagues does use them, but other leagues is using the lab and they testing for other things. So just because the lab is just going based off what you testing for, and that same lab is uh numerous lawsuits in the last several years for cover-ups, for trying to what's it called,
You may
blackmail
feel like it's your time,
blackmail
but it's not your
athletes to
time.
pay to cover up. So, former employees, speaking of
Damn.
cover ups, there's numerous lawsuits attached to this drug free
So
sport
so
lab.
athletes was testing positive. They like, yo, we could hide
Yeah,
this
for
for the right
50K.
dollars.
50K?
Or we could let it out and ruin your career. That's crazy, man. I'm telling you, everybody trying to get a one up. It's not even right, man. It's very sad. Um, all right. Let me get to what we got. What we got. J Max Era. Oh shit, J Max, hold up. Nike Kendrick's counterpunch. Sorry about that, Nike. Sorry about that, man.
Nah, you good, man. I know, man. This the voice of the people,
One day
man.
we
That's
gonna be
why I
back to
started
the
the
level
show.
where we got a producer and he sees all those super chats and all that shit, so we don't miss it, man. But we gotta keep working
I
for
mean,
that.
you good, man. Y'all be doing y'all thing. Cause I be seeing, even when y'all miss Super Chats, y'all still get everybody. So, man, man, I love the show. But I call back in and be like, hey, man, I don't know if you thought about it in consideration, man, but you need to consider this, man. Win, lose, or draw. Shakur, man, after that fight, it need to be the show. Did he drop the ball, man? Because I really feel like he did. Because if he win, right, that's only one belt he got when he could have had all five. If he lose, he could have had a shot at undisputed win, lose, or draw. So that shit's still in the back of my head. I mean, I know it's over. We got the fight with Frank, but that's just
Yeah,
in the back of my head, man.
honestly, right now is not the right time. If I do some shit like that, he gonna look at it like I'm out here promoting hatred on his fight.
It's
Like,
not even hatred. Like, man, the
I
voice
mean,
of the
he
people.
think about his
True,
team. His team will be like, yo, why you still talking about Devin when we
true.
already took a fight?
I mean, cause it's the truth, man. Shit, he's still talking about Devin. He was on that interview with Ellie talking shit. Ellie, the most Devin hater of them all. I call him Ellie Tank Nut Hugger. Cause that's all he do is hug Tank Nuts, man.
You're
That's it,
funny.
man. He's the biggest hater of Devin all, man. And it's crazy, bro. And then like that other caller was talking that shit. Cause man, Haney really my favorite fighter, bro. No lie. I mean, every fighter's a good fighter, but Haney's my favorite. The other caller talking that shit, talking about, oh well, Nez, it's the Haney voice, it's that. Nah, it ain't the Haney voice. Haney just the one doing this shit, taking these opportunities, man. Like he about to go fight Regis. And I really do hope Shakur wins. So then it can be like, damn, Shakur, look what you did to yourself. Like, man, you could have had a chance at undisputed, bro. Like, one belt, one belt. Come on, man. At the end of the day, I mean, yeah, you get in this sport to make money. But at sometimes you want to be labeled as the best. So you gotta do what the best gotta do. Like you gotta take them risks, man. Like ain't no way when you like every other sport, you want to be a champion. You want that brand on your name. You want to have a good career to be in that Hall of Fame. So then you can be eternal in that sport. So when your name is brought up, it's like, oh yeah, he's that guy. That's like all the greats, man. You bring up their name, they like, yeah, he's that guy. And then I remember another point, man. I remember one time y'all was talking about Oscar. Oscar, a good fighter to me, but he ain't great. He
You may
lost
feel
all his
like it's your
great
time,
fights, man.
but it's
But
not
that's
Well,
your
my
time.
time,
we
man.
forgot yesterday to mention Ike Corte. You know, obviously we mentioned Fernando Vargas. Obviously we mentioned Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker. You know, and I even went as far as to mention Julio Cesar Chavez in the first fight. You know, Oscar was young. Was he expected to win? Yeah, but he was still what, 20 something years old in a big fight. Um, but yeah, other than that, he did lose the ones we said he lost. That being said, you know what
I
time
thought
it
I thought you heard me
is.
mention the Ike fight, but it is Kenichi.
My bad.
Nah, go ahead, Chad.
Yeah, nah, go ahead.
I'm nah. Again, I just thought you heard me mention the Ike Corte fight.
But like I said, you know what time it is, man. It is our lead sponsor, Kenichi Bear. I do want to remind you, implore you, plead with you to head on over to www.kenichibear.com. Use the code TBV. Get yourself a set of these Bluetooth headphones that you could use to call into this show with crystal clear quality. You heard CYP's call. He wears a set. Danny uses his set regularly. My man Tank Davis.
Got mine in my bag.
Tank Davis got the only black set outside of Carden's dad. And Carden is the amateur who started this company. Remember, he's an amateur fighter, so the proceeds go to making sure he gets to those fights. So every set that you buy is ensuring that another young man continues to follow his dream in this sport of boxing. And you're also ensuring that your favorite show stays here every day doing what we do. So head on over to kenichibed.com. Use the code TBV. Get yourself 15% off these amazing headsets that have a detachable and attachable mic. That's perfect for calling in. Perfect for,
All the gamers,
all
bro.
you
Whether it
gamers.
be console or PC, it works just as good.
Yes, sir. But don't forget, use the code TBV.
Save yourself 15%.
Yes, sir. Phone lines are open. We going to J Mac.
Oh, okay. Making sure because you be forgetting shit. Hey man, can y'all hear me?
Perfect.
All right, man. Devin Haney, man. Let me get to this delusional fan group called the Tinkerbells out there, man. Like they just hate and hate and hate. They hate everything Bill stands for. Success, millionaire made his son accomplish a lot of sport in the sport, and he did it his own way. Defied the odds, went through the ducking. Now he's on top, controlling all the shots. If you want to see the man at 135, you gotta see Devin. That's just the way it is. I'm a fan of Devin, Shakur, Demetrius, Bud, Benavidez. There's quite a few guys in B-Law. They got a few guys that I really like out there. I'm a fan of multiple fighters, not just one. Uh, but Devin is receiving a lot of hate, man. And I guess that's just solidifies why we living in the Lord Devin Haney's era. Because when you that great, they normally hate on you like that in the way you get. And I think a lot of these guys just gotta, like Bill said, it's go. You got fans on both sides of the universe. You got the ones that's gonna support you. You got the ones that's gonna pay you to lose. And we're gonna just watch Devin keep accomplishing greatness. Watch guys keep backing out of offers and having but say everything but let's fight or what have you. But I mean, shout out to Devin, man. Boys, that drug test stuff, man. When they was doing the interview with what's his name, Eddie Hearn, I could tell he was lying, man. That dude found a way to save money and prevent fights from being stopped out of his control. So he went ahead and got a drug testing company and hired it. And all you doing is seeing him trying to manage it and what it looks like when somebody got their hand in a pot all the way around. So I mean, I didn't believe Devin. I mean, excuse me, I didn't believe Eddie when he said that they asked him a question about did he ever something about a drug test, and he said absolutely not. Like, I mean, come on, man. I said, man, this dude lying. Okay, but you can't believe promoters, all promoters, even Al Heyman included. They all lie and what have you. So you can't really take and believe anything they're saying. Their job is to make money off of promoting a fight. So if it's avoiding a fighter or going in a route where the best interest is not for the fighter, they're not gonna take him down that street. Can y'all hear me?
Perfect.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. So, like, I never took the drug test and shit. Like when he said it, I said they got some, some scam with that and stuff. So Eddie Hearn he trying to fuck the system, and the shit that's coming out is only the backlash of what you do when you got that type of power and that control. What was your take on it, Ness?
You
I
may
heard you
feel
bring
like
up a
it's
little
your
bit
time,
about it.
but it's not your time.
On what exactly?
On the drug test and shit. You say
Oh,
something
I mean,
is proof that
I
it's
want
false.
someone, with a bigger voice to ask the questions that are obviously not being asked to Eddie. I mean, you hired the company. How don't you think it's strange that they're taking long to give you the results to the fights that, like, what's the point of paying them to test people before a fight if they're not giving you the results till 2 months after the fight? Like, get a
Because he know what's
refund.
going on.
Get a
Because he know what's
refund.
going on. That's
He
why.
said get a refund.
I mean, it's the truth, bro. Like, I would never
No,
hire
I hear you.
you. Like,
Best believe.
I'm that petty. I'm that petty. Like, I would literally, if I hire you once again to plaster my fucking pool, and we have a contract, and in that contract it says you're gonna do that job in a certain amount of time, and you do not, and you don't want to give me some sort of discount, we are going to court. We going to court. I got time. I'm petty. Fuck out of here. You gave me your word that it was gonna be done in that time, and that's what the fuck I paid for. I ain't paid for a day more, let alone 2 months. Man, you crazy as hell. With every day that goes by, I want a dollar amount discounted off the sum. Jay Billy, Jay,
Yo, y'all got me. Y'all got me.
We got
Am I
you.
yeah.
on? Yo,
Yo,
how we coming? How we coming?
I mean,
Putting in that motherfucking work on the daily. Y'all still got me?
we
yeah,
I'm
got
in a
you.
yeah,
bad
yeah.
area. Yo, yo.
Yo,
Y'all
yo,
got me?
yo. We got you, bro. Oh shit.
As he ain't got him, so that Bluetooth. That do tooth, duty tooth. Where we got? Average boxing fan. Keep it moving. Buzz should come out to Baby Shark this time. Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. Keep moving back with another $2. And Danny going to Santo Domingo and trick off the bag of money, faced with tears of joy. $2 more from average boxing fan. That second his super chat of the day. Vaquero beats Valdez worse than Shakur did. Facts. Oh, beat, which he did.
He did.
Boxing patron, dos pesos. The disrespect towards Frank, shaking my damn head. Erizestro, $5. Frank is in season. He's gonna look like an amateur. Shakur via absolute destruction and humiliation. Damn. Average boxing fan number 3. $2. He says, you do watch these fights under the influence of THC. Man, shut your weird ass up. I got Big Supermax, $2. Rest in peace, Coach Mike Stafford. Yes, sir, man. Horrible news. Horrible news. But who's next?
Who we got?
Jay Billy's back, trying him again. See, that's why you need a set of Kenichi Bears. Your Bluetooth is trash.
Not that good.
Back. We back. How we coming?
Straight.
How we
You
coming?
you
How
sound
we coming?
Kenichi
Y'all got me?
Bearless.
I sound Kanishi Bearless. Well, we gonna get better. Hold up. Let me go
Mike
to a good
Hicks,
area.
talk to us. Talk to us.
Oh no. Wait. Oh, yo, Ness.
Yo,
Yo.
yo.
Y'all got me? No, this ain't Mike Hicks. This is Jay Billy. This is Jay
No,
Billy,
I know,
gang.
I know, I
Y'all
know.
got me?
I thought your mic wasn't working again, so I was about to go into
Okay,
a
okay.
Mike Hicks cash app.
Yes, sir. Shout out Ness. Shout out Danny putting in that motherfucking work. This is why Jay Billy is on this show. This is why I call in to kill the narratives and kill the recency bias. Like we're gonna act like Burchell. We're gonna act like Burchell wasn't the Michael Myers of 130 for a minute
Get
before
the
he fought
fuck out of
Valdez.
here, Michael
Like he
Myers.
wasn't walking shit down
Bruh,
in a
Tank
one
would have
piece
slept
jumpsuit.
Burchell. Tank would have slept Burchell. He was
Family,
no Michael Myers or no
Ness,
130, man. Get
Ness,
out of here.
Nestor, give me one 130 pounder right now on the 6-fight knockout streak. Please give me one right now.
Tank.
Or at least on a 3. At least
Tank.
on a 3. 130,
Tank.
130,
Tank fought
130,
at
130.
130. Tank
One,
fought
I'm
numerous
talking
fights
about
at
right
30.
now. I'm talking about right now, currently 130 pounder that's fighting under 130, 129. They just weighed in at 129 they last fight. Tell me a fighter that weighed in at 129 they last fight that got a 3-fight knockout streak. You can't tell me that. You
I
can't
mean,
tell me one.
that's a specific question that I got to do research on, man. You need box rec for
Okay,
all
well,
that.
I'm giving you one that has a 6-fight knockout. That had a 6-fight knockout streak. We can't not give Dude his credit because if we're not gonna give Burchell his credit, we damn sure not giving
Bro,
Frank Martin his motherfucking credit.
Oshaki would have shocked y'all, and that's why that fight never happened. Bro, let's stop,
Hey, we're
man.
not
Let's
talking about
stop.
what ifs.
Ain't no
We're
what
not talking
if.
about
Ain't
what
no what
ifs.
if. We
This
know
is
that
what is.
the
This is a
WBC
what
belt.
is show.
We know that the WBC belt as an alliance is always going to be to the Mexican people. That's where their belt is established. That's who their champions
Ness,
have
so
always been.
bottom line is this. If we're not gonna give credit to Burchell, we can't give credit to Frank.
Ain't
Frank
nobody
never has won a belt.
discrediting. First of all, ain't nobody discredit Burchell. We just said
Y'all did though.
no, we
Y'all say he
didn't.
was kind of washed. It was at the beginning of the show. Y'all can clip it. I can clip it. You feel me? Y'all did.
And
Discredit him.
all your losses
Y'all
is via
discredited the win.
knockout. You know what I'm saying? Like your biggest win was Bandido. I mean, we just telling the truth. You just don't like the way it sounds.
All right, fam. So this is what's gonna happen in 2027. Y'all gonna discredit Shakur for the Frank fight? Like, who was Frank? Frank only beat Michelle.
But
Who was
homie,
the German dude?
this what you don't get, and this what Shakur don't get, and that's why he you know we gon' butt heads forever because I'ma always stand on. He should have took the fucking 25% because I told your ass
Facts.
like a
We on the same
motherfucking
page.
oracle that he would fight for a
Gang, we on the
vacant
same.
belt
Look,
versus a
family.
nobody. And yes, 7 years from now, if Frank does not bounce back from this fight, that's all that he would be on Shakur's resume is a nobody. Someone like
Facts.
CYP is gonna Google him 7 years from now and say, "Who's this guy? Who's this guy? His first 7 fights were in club shows in Indiana. Ha! And then he got on a bunch of undercards. Ha! He had one big win from Michelle Rivera, who never won anything. And then he went in with Shakur and retired. Man, come on, bro. You know how boxing works. You only as good as your
Facts. All
last
I'm gonna
fight.
say is
You
us.
only as good as
Look,
your
us as
last
the
fight.
hardcores.
You may
Look,
feel like
Ness,
it's your
last
time,
thing. Us as the hardcores, we
but
got to
it's
give
not your
fighters
time.
their credit because we watch the fights. We watch every fight, so let's give fighters their
Right,
credit.
and that's what we doing. Bandido wasn't a big ass win, and Burchell wasn't a big ass win. Stop acting like dudes ain't beat Burchell before he got beat.
Burchell was most definitely a valid win that stamped
Valid and
Valdez at
big,
130.
valid
Valid.
and
Well,
big,
it
valid and
doesn't have to be
great. They
big,
not the
fam.
same. They not the same. You
You just
trying
need
to
to
do
be
that?
stamped.
No,
He
you
got the
trying to do
stamp
that.
after
Me and
Valdez.
Danny
After
was
Burchell, he got the
specific.
stamp.
Me and Danny was specific. I was specific to use the word good wins. They were good
That was
wins.
a good win.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
So why does it
You
have
trying
to
to
be
make
anything other than
it
that?
out more to be than that. It's
I'm
not
not.
more than that.
I'm not.
It's
Okay,
not
then
more than
all
that.
right, bet then. Then I misunderstood. We on the same page. It was a good win.
That's it.
And we can keep it at that.
And
Yes, sir. We can do it.
and
It
guess
ain't
what?
big, but
Guess what?
how many fighters have big wins?
Just listen.
How many?
Just listen. It's all bringing in retrospect because this is exactly why I brought it up. Because those wins are just good, Frank's win over Michelle is just as good. Because fucking Bandido was just a fucking punch drunk fucking, yeah, he was a champ, but he's getting hit, man. He's getting hit. And if you can't see that, that's your fault.
That was only in 2 fights, though.
24 rounds ain't enough?
No, I mean 20.
What the fuck? 24 rounds of that?
Might have been 22. I feel like he stopped
Look, too many for me.
Nah, I hear you.
I don't want to be hit on my head. I don't want to be hit on my head. I want to hit you on your motherfucking head. Fuck, that shit make no sense. What we talking about here? Like, they fight of the year candidates, or they was fight of the year, and that's you tripping. Why? Because they both beat each other up. That ain't skill to me. Skill is hit, not be hit. Hit, not be hit. Fuck out of here. Everybody want to change shit because of television. Television is here to entertain because they need to get dollars, subscribers, viewership. So, of course, they want to change the narrative that the sweet science isn't hit and not be hit. They want to give awards to motherfuckers that go in there and beat each other up like Mickey Ward and Gotti. That's not skill. Call it heart. Call it determination, will, whatever the fuck you want, but skill it's not. Skill is, look, made you miss what Billy Joe did. Where that punch at? That's skill. Shoulder roll. Roll counter. That's a fucking pull counter. That's skill. Not get punched in your face. How you showing me skill because you took more punches or because you allowed them to punch you in your face and you hit them with a harder punch? That ain't skill. Fuck out of here. Then you Matt Haney, boy. Ain't no fucking. Bro, I like boxers. Boxers. It's notorious. Got 13 years picking boxers over punchers. Boxers. And I'm going to take my losses with my boxers. I don't fall in love with power. Only with Wilder motherfucking ass. But that's, come on, it was special power.
Nah, yeah, he was a 1-on-1.
It was freakish power. You never seen no shit like that. And then for me, behind the scenes, seeing dudes just tip over like motherfucking bowling pins and sparring every goddamn time. Ain't matter who they name was. Boop, timber. So, I thought, fuck. Ain't nobody taking that shit. It's just God-given. And then Fury was there. But, I'm picking boxers. And after that fight, and let's be real. I picked Wilder on the show with all my chest, but we all know that my money went on the draw.
I can attest. I was in
my
Los
money
Angeles.
went on the draw.
I can attest. I was in Los Angeles with Ness and the crew, and he bet the draw on the first fight.
Bet the draw, man. Like I bet the draw. It's like
90 seconds.
Your mind can say something, but your heart, the politics, everything comes into play. We got a counter punch from Yoko.
Hey, y'all can hear me?
Loud and clear.
Hey, this Yoko, man. I had to time in. I'm a little late, but I had to time in on this nigga. This old ass nigga y'all keep like coming. First of all, nigga can't even work his motherfucking mic.
60
Dumb old
seconds.
head. What are you fucking talking about? Shakur need to stay in the gym. You don't know this nigga. This nigga could be tweeting from the gym. Like what is wrong with niggas sitting there telling niggas, oh, he used to be in the gym and all. Like, what the fuck? You hear this nigga? I thought this nigga was lyric or something. Like, what the fuck? This nigga, how do you know what he's doing? That's a grown ass man. That's what I be saying when y'all be acting like since a nigga use Twitter, he's not locked in. If I go tweet something on Twitter, focus, I'm ready. That mean I'm not ready. Niggas on Shakur because he's doing answers and shit, but he could be tweeting from the fucking gym. He could have just got done a workout. You niggas are weird. Like, stop thinking y'all know what these grown men moves are doing. Like, they working, bro. They boxers. These are professionals. You know what Shakur gonna do. And he
10
gonna show y'all that.
seconds.
In fact, I see you in the chat, nigga, and I see you always fucking, you a fucking hater, nigga. We can bet some too since you think Frank gonna knock you out, nigga. Yo, cry out this bitch, man. Right quick. Yo, fucking Danny. Bro, get that damn interview, bro. That bullshit.
You said get what?
That damn interview.
Counterman?
Nah,
no, nigga, Bam.
I reached out.
Oh, you reached out? Oh, all right. All right.
Oh, Bam Rodriguez. Yeah, I reached out also. Yeah. Bam followed me and everything, bro.
No.
I
I was told he ain't really into interviews like that. He's like, yo, good luck. Like Pita told me, he's like, good luck. I'm gonna try. But he don't really do that. You better off coming to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He said that. He said we better off coming to the gym.
I put up last time. It ain't about shit. It ain't about shit. I told him, matter of fact, when we went to Houston
But we
last summer.
talked about it. We
Nah,
was just
yeah, for
looking
sure.
for a date to drive out.
For sure. But remember, even when we went to Houston last
Because
summer.
Danny want to miss the show. I feel like it's only a 3-hour drive, so it's like if we leave like 7-ish, we should get there, quote unquote,
But
with no traffic at 10, and they don't even start training until 12. I think that's the time, no?
Pretty sure the window is 10 to 2. But last time when we got there, they was already halfway done.
Because that was a sparring day. But we got Mike Hicks, $2. He says, if it happened in the Olympics, it can happen in boxing. Ooh, you know what he talking about, right?
I know.
But you got to tell it to them. They don't know.
Well, he's insinuating that if Shakur has lost in the Olympics, that he can lose as a professional.
Mm-hmm. He said $2 more. He said,
but you know what I would say to that person?
What?
I'm like,
Or didn't.
Nah, I would say the person that beat him lost their first professional fight. So, does it really matter?
I mean, again, I think my answer was better. Ward didn't.
I mean, Ward won though.
Floyd didn't. That's what I meant. I said Floyd. I meant Floyd, but I said Ward.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Wrong dude.
Florida. Dre won the gold. Last man to do it.
Shout out to Dre.
Yes, sir. Phone lines are open. If not, I do want to let people know. I ain't Ness. So I know the betting show's usually on Friday.
Yo, it's fights today.
Hold on. Listen to me.
See what's out there.
NFL season kicks off tomorrow. I do have a little parlay that I will be putting out there for y'all, for those interested. I know some people are actually playing like my opposite. So whatever works for you, right? Whatever strategy you got.
Damn.
But no, I mean, I think I got an NFL. See, because
I'm so mad, bro.
I've been doing my homework since last night. Usually I wait till the morning of the betting show or like right before the show. I've been doing my homework since last night. But, save that for the betting show.
Damn. See, I be scared. Yo, betting is so the over. Ooh. Betting is so hard, man. Like, that's why I like betting
Ain't no boxing to bet on
Yes,
this
it
week.
is. It's fights tonight, bro. You tripping them way too hard.
Bro, I'm gonna be quite honest. When I looked at the schedule, there wasn't a single fight
Bruh,
for me to watch
you
this
not
week.
you not even a real boxing fan, man.
All right, bro.
You be on some bullshit sometimes. I be like, yo, how you don't know this dude? You be like, yo, I don't know that dude. And then you always try to play it off like, man, I just started watching. Bro, you don't know Hot Rod? Motherfucker, he fighting tonight. How you ain't gonna watch that?
I mean, I don't got Pro Box, so I'm not watching. I'm not getting Pro Box till Lester fight.
I got Pro Box.
Yeah.
I'm watching that. Y'all tripping. Pro Box $2. That shit gonna be free on YouTube anyway. What they do is give everything free and put the main event behind the paywall, I think.
So
because I promise you the last show box
so
Pro
since
Box,
you
I watched it on YouTube.
You doing a live chat, right?
I don't know. Let me see what's this card looking like. It's only a 1-star fight, so that's what we need to know. Is he going? Oh yeah, William Foster. That's the dude. See, this is what I'm saying. Real motherfuckers watch boxing. Y'all not real. Talking about me. Where the fuck you at, Cliff? I bet you ain't watching William Foster the third take on Masail Lopez. William Foster. Who's that? Who's that? Let me get my Jeopardy soundbite.
That's William Foster's second child.
Right.
Fuck you, man.
All right. Matter of fact, I'm glad we got the update.
And that's the first grandchild. Fuck you, man.
Go ahead. I'll wait. Let me see in the comments.
It.
Let me see in the comments. Who's William Foster the third? Who William Foster the third? Who William Foster the third? Who William Foster the third? Y'all on a 15-second delay. By now, y'all should have heard the motherfucking question. Show me. Show me you know something about boxing. Y'all don't. Y'all don't. Y'all just name whores. All of y'all fucking name whores. Y'all disgust me. Y'all disgust me. Because if you knew who the fuck William Foster III was, you wouldn't be a name whore. You wouldn't be, yo, Shakur, you should fight De Los Santos. You should fight De Los Santos.
So who you putting your money on tonight?
This the dude to beat De Los Santos.
But who is you putting?
This the dude to beat.
You
want Shakur to fight De Los Santos. Why you don't tell Shakur to fight William Foster? Because you don't know William Foster. Because you ain't a hardcore.
Tonight?
You a name whore. You a fucking name whore. That's what you are. You name whore. What you were saying?
Who the fuck is you putting your money on tonight?
William Foster.
What's the odds on that?
Can't tell you that. We got to do a betting show. But Rajvan Kalada. Let me see what Jeffrey
Motherfuckers
says.
not even on the line.
Let me see
Probably.
what Jeffrey says here. Hold on a segundo. Segundo, way, segundo, way, segundo, way, segundo, way. Ooh, ooh, wee, wee, oh, wamba, way.
Radivoj Kalajdzic.
Radivoj
How you gonna say
Kalajdzic.
wait to the betting show?
It's tonight. We got to do one if we going to do one. I'm looking at the line first. Can I see what's there to know if I want to fucking do one? William Foster's, this a tough fight, no bullshit. They got Masael as a big dog. But look, they ain't even giving you the fucking knockout. I hate betting sites are ass, bro. I need a complete betting site, bro. This is another good fight. I can't believe y'all not watching these fights. Is this Golden Boy? I think this on the zone.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. Christian McBilly fighting on ESPN Friday.
Yup. ESPN picked it up. They just picked it up. They just sent out a press release. He's fighting Damon Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
That's good money right there. It might be worth. I'm gonna give y'all some free advice. It might be worth this. Damon is tough. Berlanga didn't knock him out, right? And neither did Andre.
Nope.
That's free advice. I just made everybody money for free. Don't be asking for no more free shit. That's pretty good advice right there. No bullshit. Mabili, I ain't even gonna say no more. Cause people don't listen to me. It's over. I'm gonna stop screen sharing that as well.
But phone lines is open. 425.
Yo, how the fuck is Steve Claggett back in action, bruh? Bro, Cody Crowley need to fight Steve Claggett. This dude is like the Arturo Gatti of Canada. Get this fuck out of here, bro. I can't believe my man got 7 losses and be fighting every week, bro. Look, he just beat Alberto Machado. And he gets dudes to come to Canada. I'm telling you, look, beat Tony Lewis. My man somehow be drawn in Canada. That's why I'm telling motherfucking, what's his name? Crowley, just do your own thing, man. They got you shelved over there. Shit ain't making no sense. No sense. Mike Hicks, another $2 cash app. Watch Icarus on Netflix. Matchroom dirty, for real, for real. Which reminds me, his other super chat for $2 who says, y'all seen Icarus on Netflix? Can't trust Matchroom. I ain't see Icarus. Did you?
Haven't even heard of it.
Trey.
Said on
Omaha.
Netflix.
What up, though?
Yeah. What up with my boys? How y'all day going?
Chilling.
Man, that's good, man. Hey, Ness. Like good, man. I got that LLC I was talking to you about when you was here.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
My boy. But let's talk about this. First off, I want to say good luck to my boy, Marcel Lopez. Shout out to Jamel Herring for bringing him alongside.
Ho, champ. Ho. Tell us everything you know about him.
Who, Marcel?
Yup.
He a tough fighter. He can switch. He got a Mexican style though. If you really pay attention to him, he do got a Mexican style, but he can switch it up a little bit. He got a nice jab. He just got to believe in himself, and he really got to stick to the game plan. Whatever his coaches is telling him, he really needs to follow up with. But I feel like Marcel is a good fighter. I think him and Williams gonna be a good match. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Real boxing fans know you should be watching Pro Box. If you don't have Pro Box, you definitely need to tap in. My boy Kelvin Davis fought on there as well.
Yo, Lopez just got stopped by some dude with like a 35% knockout ratio.
Yeah, but that fight I didn't watch, so I wouldn't be able to tell you too much about that.
Damn, my man from Uganda.
Word.
Stopped him. Yo, but my man.
But no, hey, let's talk about what you and Bibby was going back and forth without a Billy, whatever his name is.
Bro, that dude's a sleeper, Danny. He beat Elijah Price. And Elijah Price ain't Elijah Price
Pierce.
Yeah, ain't he short dog or whatever? No, short dog is someone else, right?
Yeah.
But Elijah
Yeah, I'm
Piz,
about
He
to
from
say.
Oklahoma.
Elijah Piz just beat Mike Plania. That's a good win, bro. Whoever that Ugandan dude is, he's a sleeper. He went. He got
Hey, but
knocked out by Jermaine Ortiz in the 7th round of an 8-round fight.
Lost to William Foster. Lost to Abraham Nova.
He
do
fought.
y'all hear me though?
Yeah. We sorry, brother. Go ahead.
No, you good, you good. You just doing your job. But no, I'm saying though, fuck. Now that I forgot what I was talking about, man. But no, let's get back to it. Frank Martin, you just said yesterday when I was going off with you, you was talking about how Frank Martin is gonna be a notable win, but now in the next 7 years, if he don't come back from this loss, he's not gonna be a notable win. I told you yesterday, Ness. I said, dude, this fight that he took with Shakur was too early. This loss is definitely gonna affect his career. So there should be no excuses. He signed the contract.
Bro, my
He went
man is
along ahead with
28
it.
years old. It's impossible for this
It
to be
don't.
too early.
It's not. It's not impossible. Why didn't you? Why didn't you just go your own route? You already know you can't fuck with support.
What you
You
mean your
just
own
seen what
route?
happened.
They sparred
Man,
before,
that nigga.
didn't they?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
they did, but he
Yeah,
can't
No.
fuck. No, I don't think so either.
I
I
think
don't.
so.
To be honest, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. But, bruh,
Who told you
I'm
that?
not agreeing with Billy either
Text him.
because I can't say that Belch.
Tell me
What's
to
that dude
text him.
name that he beat or Oscar beat? That's I was going back and forth about.
Oscar beat
What's his
Burchell.
name?
Burchell.
Burchell, yeah. Burchell, he really not no name for real, for real. If you think about it, because I'm not knocking Jamel or nothing, but Jamel could beat him. You know what I'm saying? And don't know. I don't think a lot of boxing fans believe that. You know, but I have my money on Jamel. If him and Jamel would have fought. You know what I'm saying? So I can't agree and say that Oscar beating him is really like such a a good win. I mean, it's a okay win in my book. How I look at it, but I don't know. That's just my take on it. And like I said, Frank Martin after this fight, he gonna know his place in boxing and he really gonna know his level. I get he undefeated. I get he feel like he one of them guys, but on paper you really not one of those guys. You're just another undefeated fighter that's about to get your old goal. So that's how I look at it. But that's my take, man. TBV, keep doing what y'all doing. And yeah, shout out to y'all. Love y'all. I'm out.
Appreciate you, champ.
You know it, man.
Copy cool. What it do?
What's going on? That's what's going on. What's going on,
Chilling,
Danny?
chilling.
Shit, man. Yeah, man. It's kind of touching on what you were saying before, man. I don't think Martin's ready for a Shakur fight, but at the same time, I think Shakur is gonna stop him. I know people are saying it's crazy, but I just don't think Martin's ready for that type of stylistically a fight. But touching up on that drug testing too, that's crazy because being in the medical field, like when we send in for labs and things like that, it comes back within 3 to 5 days, and we do everything from blood work to drug testing to allergy testing to the whole nine. So like this, for it to kick out a whole month, and this is we talking about labs that deal with multiple offices, within the area. So for that to happen and come back in a month, there got to be something going on there. And it's like you said earlier, it's mainly to, like you said, just to protect the money that's coming in. Like too many fights, too many promotions have been stopped and lost money because of early detecting drug testing. So I feel like that's probably what's going on right there. Is that those too many? They're not trying to lose no more money, and this is a way of kind of working around that. But yeah, man, and I really I would rather see a Shakur fight like a Jermaine Ortiz over a Frank Martin. I don't think Frank Martin is ready for that test. It just keeps on going back to the Charlo Lubin. That's what I think of when I think of this fight right here. You're sending him out a little too early, and it might affect his career. Lubin has never been the same since that Charlo fight, and I think that this is going to be a fight that may change Martin's career. Um, I think he just should have sat back. A lot of these young fighters are too quick to try to get to the top instead of just kind of relaxing and just working their way up. But yeah, man, that's really it, man. Just kind of want to put my insight on that. Nothing crazy.
All right,
That's my
brother.
call, man.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I swear. Let me see what we got here. Al in the Bay. How's your day?
Yo, 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 what's up, what's up? Straight from the Bay Area. Man, y'all talking about a lot of different stuff, but let's get to the main topic, man. Um, you know, people say it's gonna be a wash. It can possibly be. You know, if Shakur stays on the outside and just move and do his own little rope a dope, yeah, man, it might be a long day for Martin. But I think Martin, if he can do some head movement and get on the inside and tear them ribs up and them kidney shots. I don't care how strong you are. Everybody is subject to the kidney shot. That's like the ultimate dominator right there. That kidney shot, you give him a hook to that kidney, it's bad news there to anybody. So yeah, man, if Martin, take that approach and not worry about trying to get knockouts and head shots. Go to that body, go to that bank. Make that deposit like my coach used to say in football. You got to make that deposit because that deposit is gonna cash in the long run. So, man, that's what he got to do, and he got to stay focused. So it don't have to be a wash. He just got to be focused. On that doping thing, yeah, man, 2 months, man, is ridiculous. 3 months is ridiculous. A month is ridiculous. It's like, come on, man. I know y'all got the little faster than that. Now, it's kind of like, what's really going on? Like you were saying, man, is it a setup? If we're getting tricked with the okie doke, did they really top 30 or that's what the management is saying because they got a feud or something going on in the background. You feel me? So it's hard to believe that you get the results 2 months later. Or it can be because they really did take dirty, but he still want to make his money. So he hides the evidence for a couple of months while he reaping benefits. So either way, it don't look good for the man. Yeah, man. So people keep talking about notable wins and notable this and notable that, and he didn't fight this. Frank Martin didn't fight this dude. Frank Martin didn't fight that dude, and it's kind of like, man, y'all sleeping on the man. Y'all must don't watch Showtime boxing, because if you really
You
watch
may
Frank
feel like
Martin
it's your
fight,
time, but it's not your time.
Brandon, Cincinnati.
Yo, TBV, what's going on? How y'all feeling?
Chilling.
Chilling, chilling. That's what's up. Rest in peace to Mike Stafford. Um, yeah, he had got sick a few months ago. They found him in his, crib unconscious and shit. So yeah, he's been sick for a few months. So yeah, rest in peace to that brother. He's one of them coaches. He's not what I call a professional trainer. He built all his fighters from the ground up. So it's a whole nother job when you do it the way Mike did it, because you got to get these kids to get to the gym and avoid the streets and everything. So AB, Nook, all them boys ain't perfect, but they would have been a lot worse if it wasn't for him pushing them guys in the gym like that. Cause it's a whole different task. It's a lot of temptation when you fuck with Cincinnati. So that's a piece of that brother. Rashi Warner's actually took his spot. He the main coach down there at the gym. So that's a good look for Rashi. He got big shoes to fill, so hopefully he can build some champions of his own in the near future. Yeah, City took a big loss with that one. But as far as the fight, Frank Martin and Shakur, I already said yesterday, this fight is it's similar to Zeb and Floyd to me. Where I think Frank's explosiveness and hand speed and combination punching and gonna give Shakur probably some issues the first 3 or 4 rounds. But with the ring IQ that Shakur has, he gonna be able to get the cadence down, get the timing down, get the you know punch variation and shit down. He's just gonna start picking him apart, slow the pace down, and just outboxing. So I got an 8-4, 9-3 unanimous decision win for Shakur. Like I said, I just think the ring IQ, the fundamentals, and the skill is gonna be too much. Not saying Frank Martin don't got good ring IQ, but he depends more so on like natural abilities, hand speed, explosiveness, and shit. Where Shakur, man, he's a thinker in there. Dictate the range, dictate the pace. Always in a position to hit you and not get hit back. So it's hard to beat a guy like that. But like I said, a great fight, man. A great fight. I'm glad they was able to make it happen. But yeah, Shakur, in my opinion, out of all the youngins, he's the best one. I think he probably beats them all. Cause I'm with you, Ness. That ring, I like punchers and everything, but when you got the kind of ring IQ Shakur has, it's just hard to beat. Along with that pedigree and shit, you damn near unbeatable. So yeah, that's my call on that, man. I got Shakur. Hey, Danny, I'm gonna get with you on IG about that bet, man. Packers and Bears, brother. So we gonna chop it up about that. We gonna come up to with a number that we both think is reasonable to bet on that. But yeah, I'm rolling with my cheeseheads on that. But other than that, TVB man, I love y'all. Protect y'all mental health. Y'all take it easy.
All right, all right. To any callers that feel like we haven't gotten to them on our show line, remember you do have to press one at least at one time. That's going to indicate to take you out that queue. Looks like we got K, $5. Fighters just don't get a chance to become undisputed in their careers. Shakur should have capitalized from that opportunity. Um, Clifton, $2. Hypocrite Wilder special power like skill though. And that is all the super chats. That looks all of our callers. Let me double check here on Discord. Yep. Catch us on the next one. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Arrivederci.